Make sure you tune in every Friday night for Freaky Fridays live at 9 p.m. Every Friday night, we do what is called Freaky Fridays. You're watching Sunday Night Live tonight with a special guest. Make sure you tune in every Friday and Sunday night right here on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Apple, Spotify. I said Apple, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, all of the above. We are on all of these. Let's go ahead and get the show started. Welcome to another episode here on nocappreacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'Em. We are back in the building for another episode, and I got you are still currently the shortest guest I've ever had. You are also the guest that has been on the show more than any other guest. Let's give it up for the shortest motherfucker in all the city of Phoenix.
Hello, everybody.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Rizoma, and I am a model, dancer, and also now the CEO of Royal Perfume.
Well, hold on, because you know this is Arizona, so you can't just say dancer. Elaborate on what kind of dancing you do.
I am not a stripper.
So you do not dance for denominations.
No, I do not dance for money.
You sure?
I mean, I guess if I'm dancing in a music video, that's like an actual choreographed dance, then yes, but
okay.
on the stage, no.
No poles included in your dancing.
Yeah, no poles. No, sir.
Oh. Well, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
How have you been?
Man. I've been good, but it has been a stressful getting this business going. All the ins and outs are actually insane just to get a business started. But I have a wonderful mentor, and he's great. So honestly, got through it, learned a lot of new things, and now here we are. Been also working on some personal things, healing from some things that we've talked about before on the show. Finally went to therapy for that. Go me. Yeah, I feel a lot happier. I've been getting the weight I need to gain. I'm actually over 100 pounds now, guys. Go us. So, yeah, I've been good. Just a little stressed, but great.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
You can get all in your business again as usual.
I'm so ready.
All right. So, before we start, first and foremost, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Rizoma_Royal. Come find me, talk to me, say hello.
All right. So you say you just started a new venture.
I did.
And you started a business.
I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, now you get to feel a little bit of what I go through on a regular basis.
Just a little bit.
Okay. And you just started it. I saw your video yesterday.
How do you feel about
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Oh, you like it that much? Did it look like a real commercial? Let me know.
It does. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Explain the concept
it
of
that
this
much?
business and exactly what it is.
So,
Actually, no. Where did the thought process come from? What made you decide to want to start a business?
well, personally, I hate working for other people. Well, and not even working for other people. I guess I hate having my life be work. To know I put at least 40, 80 hours in every 2 weeks is absolutely ridiculous. Not a fan. I don't like knowing that my coworkers I see more than my family members and things like that. I don't like knowing that I'm missing out on holidays and things like that. just to make certain goals or pays. So I've gotten to the point where I'm like, this is just dead for me. I'm over
Okay.
it.
So, at what point in time did you go, okay, I'm going to start my own business?
Honestly, it was last year. It was probably around, I want to say October. Believe it or not, I was watching Dubai Bling.
You was watching what?
I was watching Dubai Bling or something like that. And oh my God. There's these sisters, and I can't think of the name right now, so excuse me, I apologize. But there's these twins, or not these twins, but there's these sisters. One does makeup, one does perfume, and the one that does perfume is actually on the show. And she talked a lot about how she was in her sister's shadow and everything, and how she got into it. And it really inspired me because I thought about how in this industry, like the modeling industry and everything, everyone does the same exact thing. And I already knew modeling wasn't going to be my career or like one of those things I just want to do it for fun, just to have the experience. And so I thought to myself, I know all these models. I know all these amazing business people. I'm getting all this great advice. I'm like, why don't I actually use it?
Yeah, I'm a little jealous because you didn't come for me. You know, damn well. But I'll leave that alone. I'll leave it alone.
We're not there yet. I'm coming to you. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
When the time is right. Hey, got shot.
So what made you go the route of perfume?
Honestly, I just wanted to be different. I feel like so many, there's just a lot of more independent like business women out there now. A lot of women are doing lashes. A lot of women are doing makeup. A lot of women are doing hair, nails, all that. And all I could think to myself is, I'm not a follower. I do not want to do what everyone else is doing. I kind of just want to stick out a little bit. I want to try something different. Plus, it's like, what do they say about business? You just have to figure out where the, I can't think of it.
What's missing? You have to go
pretty
with
much.
what's missing.
Pretty much. And so what I noticed in the beauty industry that I see promoted all the time compared to what I don't see was perfume. And so I thought to myself, I love perfume, but I hate the alcohol part of it. And so I started doing research on how I could just have it all oils. Figured it out, created my own perfume, held it down to myself for about 6 months, had friends test it out in random places, had family smell it, random strangers, and I had everyone tell me that it was great. So I was like, all right, time to push it out to the world.
Okay. So for those that have worn it or had it or tested it, like what's their input so far?
So far, they say they love it. It's very light and airy, so a lot of people say they like the fact that they can spray a lot of it and it doesn't overpower anything, but it's still enough to grab people's attention. It's good for all skin types, so a lot of my friends have sensitive skin, so that's one of the reasons why they love it as well. And then a lot of people told me too they just really like the bottle. So
Okay. And I'm pissed off at you because you don't have none with you.
okay, so hold on, let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's talk about that for a second. I had a very, very busy past couple days.
The one thing, first and foremost, you shouldn't be going nowhere where you don't smell like your own shit.
Okay, I understand this.
2, you knew damn well you've known for what, 3 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yes.
3 whole motherfucking weeks.
Listen, it was right there on my desk, and I grabbed everything else I needed today, but and I'm really disappointed about it. But it's okay because the website is up, so we're gonna go on the website.
You should be sitting there. Hold on, I'm
Here we go. He's gonna give me
this.
shit.
You should be sitting here just like this.
Listen. I can come back.
Oh my God. But no. Look at you.
I know.
Talk about go to my website. What's the website?
So if you actually just go on.
Fuck the website. No, what's the
Honestly,
website?
we're gonna fight. Okay.
She's
Where's
like,
my
fuck
phone at?
you.
Honestly, because we could really fight right now. No, just kidding.
Pocket penny.
Pocket penny is crazy. Where is?
Okay, so I can see.
Here we go.
I'm definitely gonna be building your website ASAP.
Shut up. No, I have Shopify. It's fine. Okay, so you're going to go to royalperfume14.myshopify.com.
See? Or
you could just go on my
I'm
Facebook.
I'm not gonna say the name because we need to go ahead and get that registered and get it done. and it makes your life so much easier.
Okay, well, whenever
We'll
you
talk
want to.
about that
Yeah, let's talk about
offline.
that. Okay. Okay. Make my life easier. That's what I like.
Yeah. Any pre-orders yet?
Yeah, I've actually had 15 so far. And I have a total of 200 in inventory.
All right, let's talk about the process, okay?
Okay.
Because yes, you've done something that a lot of people haven't done, including myself, and I love colognes and perfumes.
Wow.
Okay, my brother was actually just here, and he has a love for cologne more than I do. Because I'm gonna say him and my cousin are the only two people that I know that have more colognes than I do.
My uncle has over 200. He's starting his own YouTube channel.
That's them. That's them. And they sat there for about 2 hours talking about layering it and how you should do this one with that one, and this one's coming out, and then there's this whole line of this.
Mine isn't layered. That's interesting.
Well, you got to find another one to layer it with. That's where you go, okay, if you layer mine with Chanel No. 5, girl, they going to be beating your door down.
I mean,
which actually, that's why I want to smell it too. Okay?
I know, I'm so mad I forgot it.
Here's the big thing.
The base is vanilla. It smells very lovely.
For the ladies that have worn it, and I'm pretty sure you have yourself, where the men's, the boys, the googly eyes coming over like...
Oh, yeah. I've had... So, actually, crazy story. I actually sprayed it on me one night and, went out and about, and I wanted to test it out. And I actually walked past the guy, and he was like, hey, can I ask you something? I was like, sure. And he was like, what are you wearing? And I was like, oh, I'm wearing my perfume. And he's like, do you mind if I sniff you? And this man literally got on my neck to smell me. And he was like, dang, you smoking? And I was like, personal space.
He was about to eat your little ass. You look like a little Twinkie.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So you got one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How did the process? Because this is a business model that I can say I am not familiar with at all.
So I was actually really surprised because when I did research on it, I had read a lot that people were saying that they usually go through about 4 or 5 different testers or samples. I only had to go through 3, and the third one was my batch. The first one was really bad. Put a little bit too much oil in there for the first one, so it's literally caked on top. It's really bad. The second one, definitely put less oils and more of the other ingredient in there, and put more floral in there. Definitely came out a lot better, but wasn't still where it was at. And then the third one, I ended up going online and ordering a bunch of test tubes and everything that had different milliliters on it. And I was literally in my kitchen and doing a whole science project, and I figured it out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It was great.
So you have it mastered now?
I do. I have it mastered down to a T.
Now, in the process of doing this, how stressful was it?
Okay. When I tell you that my breakouts were on 10, my breakouts were on 10.
Okay.
My breakouts were horrible. Sometimes I would be so stressed that I would be sitting on the computer, trying to figure things out. Damn near in tears. But we never cried, not once. Not once.
No.
Not once. I was so proud of myself.
All right, so in this process, so you're using these different companies. What are you telling these what are you looking for? How do you even give them instructions on what you want, what it should smell like?
I'm sorry, you said the website.
So you're saying the way it smells, right? How do you even get to a point of saying you go to a company, right?
Okay.
Okay, what did you tell them you wanted?
What do I tell them that I'm wanting?
Yeah, for your scent. Do you give them a list of things this is what I want my base to be, and then maybe throw a little I want a little bit of vanilla.
No, I do this all out of my house. I don't go through a company at all.
Oh, you actually made this all yourself?
Yeah, I made this all myself. I didn't go through a company at all. I went and found the ingredients and figured it out. I literally just ordered a bunch of peonies recently.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're all sitting at my house right now, basing up, getting ready to get shipped out. So
well,
I make it all
right
from my
then.
kitchen. Yeah, I make it all in my kitchen in my room.
Okay, boss.
Thank you.
So you're sitting at home like a chemist
Yeah.
on your own in the floor, just like crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
Let's put these different flavors together
Yeah. Different oils. Yeah.
and
Different
see
scents.
what it smells like. Holy shit. Are you measuring these?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told you I had the whole like chemist set. Like I had like the different cylinders and everything.
Okay, so then who do you use as manufacturing for like your bottles? How did you find that?
So I went on Alibaba for that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to say what company it is, but I go through them and I work with them monthly. I believe everything's pretty much straightened out. I was talking to her about how I wanted to come to her monthly every month because I really like her bottles. I like how fast she shipped things and everything like that. So I think I'm pretty much going to go with her.
Okay.
Get a contract figured out and all that. Mm-hmm. This is my first shipment, so we're
So is that you ordered 200 bottles
yeah,
and you're just going to go from there?
pretty much.
Okay.
I'm all about supply and demand. I understand. I've seen so many people order more material than what was needed because they thought, oh, all these people were going to come by, and then not even half of the material that they bought gets sold.
Gets used?
Yeah, so it ends up going to waste. And so I told myself, considering the fact that this is all natural ingredients, none of it can go to waste. So I rather have less than more, if that makes sense.
Okay, I already have a personal request. Someone that is watching text me. They said, I love perfumes. Does she have any with like jasmine vanilla scent?
You said jasmine vanilla?
Uh-huh.
So the perfume currently, Roma, the base is vanilla. And it is a floral scent. As I mentioned before, it's a peony. So you're more than welcome to try that. I do not have a lavender scent yet, but that is something that I'm working on. But yeah, that's as far as I got.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you going to do when you got like 2,000 orders?
Okay, so that's where I'm afraid of right now because I don't know how this is going to go. Because right now, like clearly, you know, my manufacturer has like 200, this and that. I don't know how big she actually is. So it may be one of those things where I go take a trip and we figure things out and maybe, I don't know, we're going to have to figure it out. But as of right now, everything's good.
Okay. Because you do understand like what could happen.
I do. And that's what I'm afraid of right now. And this is why I'm telling you I've been stressed. I was told to trust the process. I've had dreams of my higher self coming to me and being like, hey, we're going to try something new. And I'm like, okay, let's try it. And so I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting just the process. I'm trusting everything. And I have a feeling that everything's going to work out exactly how it's supposed to go. And even if it doesn't, I've been told by so many business owners that the first business usually doesn't work out, but it's the second and third business that has you go up.
I can't tell you how many businesses I have done, but now I'm sitting steady at 6 and I have no complaints.
Exactly. And so if this one ends up being a bust, lesson learned.
So it's not the fact that it's a bust. First, all businesses most businesses fail. And when I say most, it's like a high 90% fail in the first year. Mm-hmm. Okay. The fact that you haven't even like officially launched and you already have orders is a good thing. Okay. Yes. What I'm going to give you from my personal, well-known expertise is your biggest thing is going to be marketing. So like your commercial, well, you need like 10 of those.
Yeah.
And you need to release them on a
monthly basis, honestly.
Not even really monthly, probably quarterly.
You think so? Like every 3 months?
Like quarterly. Do one every quarter. Actually, you can do like 2 or 3 every quarter.
Okay.
So then you have like 3 different ones going out there. Obviously, I'm sure you know you need to create a Instagram, a Twitter, everything.
Oh yeah.
Twitch.
You know. I got to go into TikTok too because they banned my account, and then I guess they brought it back, so I got to fix that. TikTok
specifically just for the product, and then you need to do. I mean, when you're out and about and someone, do live interviews of, hey, can you just try out? You have the personality for it. Are you wearing any perfume? No. Can I spray this on you and you tell me what you actually think?
I do talk to a lot of people randomly, but I don't know. I feel like live interviews, like I don't really want to. You mean like just me personally, or record them? Because I don't want to record them. I just want to.
No, you need to, because this is what goes on your TikTok. So you see the stupid commercials they already have on TikTok, like, oh, for $25 you get this cologne, and it's so dreamy on him. They do all that little stupid stuff. But in your situation, I mean, those are commercials too. You just walk up to somebody, hey, would you like to try this perfume out?
Yeah.
Right? And then just spray it on them and see what they think and get their feedback. And it's as simple as that. And that's your TikTok video.
I guess I just don't want to bother people.
But it's
a lot of people don't like being on camera.
You never know until you ask.
That's very true.
I want you to think about that. How the hell did you end up on my show in the first place?
You definitely asked me.
Thank you. And how many people have I asked since then? How many people do you even know and have been around that have also been on this bitch? A lot, huh?
A lot.
Thank you. So if you closed mouths don't get fed.
They don't.
And this is the thing. This is your brand. This is your baby. It's as successful as you make it. So if you're not willing to do even those little things, which are free and cost you nothing, think of that. That's a customer.
You're right.
You create a customer, and then somebody sees that on TikTok, and all you need is that one person, like, oh my God, this pretty little girl came up to me and they asked me to be on there and they put me on TikTok, and now your TikTok is getting hit by 20 random people, right? And seeing this reaction to your actual perfume.
You're so right, because I was on a plane recently and I met these two older ladies. I got their phone numbers and everything. We had a great conversation. And they're like, yeah, when your perfume launches, send us the link. I was like, I got you. That was probably like a month ago. And so I'm literally about to text them, and the whole time we could have had a conversation that could have been one of my first commercials or even advertisements.
See?
Oh my goodness. I just got a picture with the Uber lady the other day because she wanted to remember me for when I got famous. I was like, oh, you're sweet.
I'm telling you, when it comes to business, especially running a business, creating a brand, because this is the thing. And I've told you this from day one.
You have.
You are your personal brand. You have the personality for it. Okay. You have something that a lot of people don't have, which is the look. Okay. You already model.
I do.
You're clearly in the gym because now you got little biceps that you didn't used to have. Because you keep looking at yourself in the camera. Yeah. Okay. You're doing a lot of things that other people just aren't even willing to do on themselves.
That's very true.
So the fact that you're putting in that work, like, don't stop now. You have to push past, and you're gonna find out real quickly. You also have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and that is gonna be an uncomfortable situation, but it will pay off.
Ooh, see, you hit it right on the head there, sir. I was just telling someone that the other day. You got to be okay with putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. Dang, I should take my own advice.
Yeah, and look, I got another message here.
Oh, who's
old ladies sell shit to all their friends if they like stuff.
They do. They do.
So, take your ass to, especially Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, right?
Yeah.
When you see a middle-aged woman, see what she thinks.
I should. I did order the little sampler bottles with the little mini spray strips to have in my purse for future reference. So
there you go. Give out some of those. You said you was going out tonight, right?
I don't have them with me right now. They're still coming in the mail.
That's what I'm saying. Look, I'm just saying. In the future,
yes,
when you're going out, these are things you need to have with you. What'd you do today?
Okay, so I had a video shoot this morning.
How many women were there?
About 12 to 15.
12 to 15 customers that you could have had if you had your perfume with you.
Listen, sir. Okay, and then after that, I did a music video.
How many people was in the music video?
It was mostly dudes.
Okay, and who would?
And it was the kind of guys who wouldn't like it. My perfume
not
is
true. Nope, not
no.
true.
Hold on. No, I talked to them about it, and they told me that they didn't like the vanilla smell. But I have talked to other men who told me that they do like the vanilla smell. So I want people to know that my perfume is unisex.
Okay, so here's the thing. One, don't tell the guys that it's a vanilla scent. Just don't tell us that.
Oh, come on. There's men who like vanilla scents.
There are, but we're also, there are so many men that'll be like, oh, I don't like vanilla. But if you just had it on and they smelt it and they liked it,
You're right.
then after the fact, you'd be like, it's kind of vanilla scent. I don't usually like vanilla, but I actually like this.
That's very true. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're
So
right.
so there's things, and you know who buys perfume more than anybody?
I
Men for their women.
I was just about to say men, but I was nervous for a second. I was
And
like,
what
mm.
is and what's coming up?
Oh, I know. Christmas,
So
Valentine's Day.
You launched at a perfect time, right?
That's exactly why I set it up the way I did.
Okay. So you should technically be at Zoo Lights. You should be every Christmas festival going on out here, just
doing business.
with your phone on a little handle or something, and just making little videos. That's your TikTok. That's your Instagram. That is literally, because here's the thing. Back to where I started at. The most expensive cost of a business is marketing.
Yeah.
Your marketing should be 300% of what it costs to start your business. Now, in 2024, because we have access to the internet, we have access to TikTok, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, all these different platforms. It's free. It's the most freest promo that you could ever get. And what you're going to find is you're going to find another young lady that loves your shit, that is just as outgoing as you are, and then she's going to be out making videos for you.
It would be nice.
It would be absolutely amazing. And now you have your first employee.
Yeah, this is very true.
And then I could teach you about sponsorships and getting it set up to where it's called affiliate marketing, and you give someone, I don't know how much you selling yours for.
$25.
Okay. So you can set your affiliate marketing up where they make $5 for every sale that they make.
Very true.
And boom, Roma is all over the internet.
The way you said it was adorable. Say it again.
Roma.
We're stupid. Oh my goodness.
See? Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm so happy to be back. I missed you. I hate that you be gone all summer.
I don't be gone. I just focus on being like
Don't let him lie to
daddy.
y'all. Yes, he is.
I focus on being daddy. I don't do videos. I don't do all that. They're out of school.
I mean, I ain't mad at you. I just wish, maybe like once a month you could put some, time aside for us.
I mean, that's the whole point. Is you just go back. I got 500 something videos.
No, I know.
Yeah, I got
I know you do, but it's
people
just,
can go back. I'm sure there are shows they have never seen.
I'm sure, but
They can go back and watch some of the old stuff. How many videos they say I got? 501. This will be 502.
I'm on 502.
I should go back and see what number you on all of them.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
I'd be doing too much.
All right. What's going on in your personal life?
You really want to go there?
Okay, let's start here. Clearly, you have been in the gym
I have been
consistently, because you don't get what you have now without being consistent.
Actually, that's not true. So I've always been in the gym. My situation was my eating disorder that I had to learn how to beat, because if you go to the gym and you work out and you don't eat, you just become super toned and little, which is why I was so super toned and little, because I was going to the gym every day or every other day, doing full body workouts and only eating once, maybe twice a day. And I have to eat at least 4 to 5 to gain the weight I want to gain. So here we are.
Well, and that goes to the exact same thing, because there's if you don't eat, even if you're a big person, you still won't lose weight, and that's what people don't understand too, is eating frequently. And when I say eating frequently, I mean eating every couple of hours, basically. Doesn't mean that you eat large portions, you're actually going to eat smaller portions, and then that's what's actually going to allow you to lose the weight. Now, you, in your case, you look the way you do because you've actually put on some muscle,
Yes.
which, yes, if you don't eat, you don't put on muscle.
Exactly.
And you've always wanted to be toned but bigger.
It's very true.
So you're doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
See, I'm toning and getting smaller.
You are. You look good. I was gonna mention that.
Nah, I don't look good yet. You can't lie to me, motherfucker.
He said, "Let me cook. Let me cook."
I'm still cooking.
He said, "I'm a roast in the slow cooker." You know.
Yeah, well, I don't do the hurry up, get quick, lose weight fast shit. That's not real.
Yeah, that's unhealthy too.
It's unhealthy. It's a shock to your body. It actually hurts you. And then I don't want like loose skin. So like people don't understand that your skin is attached to your muscles. So it doesn't matter if you go to the gym and you lose a bunch of fucking weight. Like congratulations, you didn't do shit. You're gonna end up with a bunch of loose, sagging skin with no tone in your body. That, because people love to just do the cardio. I'm gonna do cardio and crash diet.
It's all a learning curve.
Yeah.
People gotta learn.
If you want the body that you want, you better pick up some weights.
Yep, this is true.
So how often you going to the gym?
So I go every other day.
Every other day, like every other day?
Yes.
Or every other day, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday person?
No, I'm a Monday, Wednesday, Friday person because usually on the weekends, that's when I'm doing my thing, making my rounds.
Okay. Do you wear your perfume Roma when you go to the gym?
Yes, actually. I've had a couple people stop and ask me about it.
That's actually a good way to do it. Because gym people love to take care of themselves.
And that was one of the things I had to test too, because everyone's pH balance is different. So I wanted to know what I smelled like when I sweated.
Yeah, when
Or
your
like
pheromones are at the height.
Pretty much, yeah.
And how many men are like, oh, I can
Pretty much,
smell her.
And I really wanted to know what I smelled like during it. And I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, no, I've gotten in trouble. I've gotten in trouble in the past for wearing cologne when I go to the gym. Like, who are you going to smell good for? My damn self.
Listen, I believe everyone should have
Smell
some nice
good.
pheromones
People just
at
need
the
to
gym.
smell good. Yes.
Because I ain't gonna lie. Work out however you need to. Get musty all you need to. But when it takes up the gym, I be upset. That's when I go work out outside.
Trust me. Everybody gives me shit because I work out in my chains.
Why do you do that?
Because they're my chains. They're real.
I mean, I know that, but like, why possibly damage them?
You can't.
Because they're real, you can't damage them? Like,
Yeah.
no scratches, no nothing?
I have a professional polisher.
Okay.
I have a professional jewelry cleaner.
Okay.
I have multiple jewelers.
Okay.
Like I've broken a chain in the gym before, and I just put it in my pocket and continue working out, and then took it to the jeweler the next day.
Well, not everyone has that. So if you got that, I mean, hey, wear it all you want.
My thing is I grew up wearing jewelry like my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So me taking jewelry off is just a hard thing to do. Like I've literally, like right now, I'm trying to let the holes in my ears close because I want to get my ears re-pierced. So I haven't wore earrings in like over a year.
Have they closed up? Because mine don't close up.
So that's why I don't want to find out, because what usually happens is you go and you can put the earring like halfway in, and then you re-tear the cartilage that actually grew. So I've been staying away from them 100%.
Okay. I see you.
We gonna see what happens.
Okay. When you re-pierce them, are you doing gauges or what are you doing?
Nothing. So I've always pierced my own ears.
Oh, so you fucked up, huh?
One ear's a little off. So especially when you wear big ass. I think the last pair of earrings I bought were 1 carat each. So you can tell that it's off because they're too big.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So, all right. Personal life, a little personal life over here, little Miss Lady. And last time we talked, you hated men. They ain't shit.
Okay, wait. Okay, listen.
What's going on now?
Listen. I am not gonna lie. I got to a really, really bad point which is why I kind of, I'm not gonna say like disappeared off of social media, but kind of like didn't go out for a while. Like I really just kind of stayed around friends and everything because it got to the point where I didn't feel safe anywhere. Like, and it even started affecting the relationship with my dad and my brothers. So I started going to therapy and everything, and then the therapist that I had didn't like, ended up almost getting into a fight. So it ended up just getting to the point where I was just like, I'm just gonna go do my own research, and so I went on YouTube University.
YouTube University.
And I know that sounds corny and stupid, but they actually have a lot of good videos on there to help with like certain traumas and everything, and like they have a lot of good gateways. And then I ended up one of my friends, Kim, absolutely adore her. I met her through my friend Mila, that's her wife. She basically works with people that are going through certain traumas and everything. And so she had a lot of material that helped me through that as well. So I owe her big for that.
Good job.
Thank you. It took a lot, but I'm now sleeping in my bed. Didn't sleep in my bed for like a good 6-7 months.
Where the hell was you sleeping?
On the couch.
Why?
So do you remember why I didn't like men?
There was a lot of reasons of why you didn't like
No,
men.
but like the number one specific one that started bringing up all the other.
There was something that happened.
Yes.
See, there's only so much we can say on YouTube.
That's what. So SA happened.
Yeah.
Yes, and the situation that happened, I for a good year kept telling myself that it wasn't that bad. And so I never actually like healed from it or handled it. And then it was probably sometime in like February or March, I ended up seeing someone that was like not necessarily involved, but was around during that time, who again wasn't involved, but we got in fights about a lot of things that came to that. And it re-triggered it. And it got to the point where I didn't feel safe in my own bed because that's where it happened. I didn't feel safe being around people who told me that they cared for me and loved me, because this person also told me that they cared for me and loved me. But when it came to certain situations after that, it didn't seem as so. And so it affected a lot. But as I said again, we fixed it. I fixed it. My relationship's better with my dad. My relationship's better than with my brothers. I started working with other producers and everything, because before I would only work with one, which was my one of my best friends, Hatch, and he recently passed away last year. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I didn't really have a choice but to branch out and actually start working with other people, and most people who do photography or videography are men. And so if I wanted to stay in this industry or actually go far in this industry, I was going to have to heal. And if I didn't, then it was going to really hold me back from a lot. And within healing that, I actually found out that I didn't heal from other SA situations that I have been in, which is crazy to think about. I had a dance teacher situation, and I really used to love to dance. And I stopped dancing for a really long time because of it. And then when I got back into it, I couldn't be my best self because I would see him. And like it would be really hard to not see that person when I was dancing. But now I'm starting to get back into that too. And as far as I can see or I can tell, I've been doing a lot better. So that's all that matters.
Okay, so are you currently seeing anyone?
Ooh. Nothing serious, but I have gone on a couple dates, and I have spoken to some people. But again, nothing serious, nothing to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm taken, I'm snatched up.
You still hate men?
No, I've actually gotten a lot better, and I'm not so when it comes to
Triggered?
them now.
Because your ass was triggered as a motherfucker last time you was here. I'm like, God damn.
Oh my goodness.
Who hurt you?
No, you could tell. I really had very bad animosity towards men. It got to a point where I just saw them as a as a species, and I did
Okay,
not like.
hold on. I got a question because this happens quite often.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, so in the world that we currently live in today, especially in the current climate, do you think that feminism and a lot of the stuff that is said also helps feed that beast of all men are just a species and we can only like we're only good for so much? Like why do you think okay, let me rephrase this and make it
Yeah, I
why
was
do
about to
they
say,
try
'cause
to
I don't-
why
I
do
don't
they
think-
do you think that the current world we live in today
Yes.
portrays men as like your biggest enemy instead of your biggest asset?
I believe they do it to both genders at this point. Because so I don't know if so like this so before the reason why I was triggered the last episode I was on is because I feel like I have this conversation a lot and I'm kind of tired of it, but I'm starting to be able to have the conversation some more. Because I realize that a lot of people just don't really have a good understanding that this fight between men and women is really stupid. Men need women, women need men. We are not meant to be by ourselves. We are meant to be live in unity, and so it's
Been
crazy
reading the
to
Bible
me.
lately, huh?
No, that's the thing. Like, no, but it's again, it's just one of those things where it's like humans are naturally like they do things out of habit, and so when we're surrounded by people on a daily basis, clearly we are not going to like being alone. Some people can handle it, but even then, they usually have animals or some type of pet, or they usually keep busy, so then they don't really have that time to really
Kevin
think about
Samuel
it.
said it best. You're gonna end up alone. Buy a cat or a dog, whichever one you like.
Or a parrot, they talk back.
Only your ass to say some retarded shit like that. So like, okay. So yes, I agree with you 100. But men and women need each other. Like no
Yes.
ifs, ands, or buts about it. But why do they sell that a woman needs to be independent? But like, what's sold to men? Nothing tells men they're supposed to be alone.
So I actually recently had this conversation with someone, and it was actually a male, and I wanted to see if he could understand my perspective from it, right? So you have all these podcasters, right? And even higher end men. And this is why I say to a lot of women, a higher man isn't always someone who has a lot of money because they could be real fucking stupid.
True.
And so, dang, where was I going with this? How can I put this in words that I don't sound a little crazy?
First up, just say it. Just say it. You already know there's no cap. So just say it.
No.
Yes, stop
No,
trying to
because-
be PC.
No, I'm not even trying to be PC. I want to make sure I explain it like the correct way. Like I just
So here's the thing. Explain it the way you explain it, and you already know. If you need some help, I got you.
just ask me the question again.
Okay. So and men and women need
Right.
each other. They teach women to be
Oh,
independent,
right. Okay, I got you now.
but they don't. A man's always supposed to need a woman. How does that make sense?
Wait. Okay, so men need a woman.
So they tell you that you're supposed to be independent, do everything for yourself, right?
No. See, the conversation I recently had was it's not that men need women. It was the fact that women need men, because right there was a lot of conversation of men being the prize recently, and that's when I started having the conversation
whole
with
nother
him.
conversation,
Well,
but-
but I feel like it all resonates though. Like it all comes full circle because at the end of the day we want to go, But
Okay, so we're gonna take it to that conversation. It's perfect. I love that's perfect.
it's just full circle. I feel like it's
It
all
is.
just
Okay, so women need men,
yes.
and men are the prize.
That's the conversations that have been going on recently. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And let me ask you this question: in the dynamic of men and women, who do you think would actually be the prize?
Both. Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to be going after healthy relationships and healthy unity and being able to work through things together
Okay,
and
so-
being a partnership. And so both people would be the prize.
Okay, well, in everything in life, there's only one winner and one loser, right? So it can't be both.
Well, see, and that's where I have trouble with that, right? Because men and women are clearly different, and clearly men can do things that women can't do, and women can do things that men can't do, which is why I say men need women and women need men. And so I don't feel as though we can sit here and say that one gender is better than the other because
It's not a gender thing, and it's not that one is better. Being the prize per se doesn't make them better. But in this in that situation, in the situation of a man and a woman, one absolutely has to be a prize, but there's a reason for that. And I think that's where so many people are lost in that conversation. The reason is because they don't understand the reason. They want to make it more of a rights and a social thing, but it's deeper than that. It's actually like literally, okay, what chromosomes are in my DNA? XY.
Okay.
What chromosomes in your DNA? XX. Okay. Who actually dictates the sex of the child, the man or the woman?
Doesn't the woman carry the egg and the sperm just puts it up there?
But my sperm dictates whether it's going to be a male or a female because
Okay.
I carry the XY chromosome.
Right.
That's the male female chromosome, which is the reason that we are the prize is because of everything that comes. See, if you have the world that we live in today, right? But women did not fuck with men at all, and men didn't fuck with women at all. What kind of life would that be for a woman?
What do you mean?
If men don't fuck with you, as in, let's say we treat you like the enemy,
Okay.
and you don't fuck with us, what kind of life would that make for you?
I mean, we're just gonna learn how to live without him.
No, you're our enemy. You're fuck living without us. We would be mortal enemies.
So what, you're gonna come after us?
Yeah, like if we're taking away technology, we're gonna take this to prehistoric times,
Okay.
but we're not compatible. We're enemies. What kind of life would that be for women?
I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like in general, a lot of people are adaptable. I feel like we'd be able to.
Okay, so it's a world of men versus women on the battlefield. Who wins?
I feel like that depends. Like, are we just going based off of like they're completely stupid, and we're just going based off of like caveman vibes, like strength?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going straight. We're going to take it to the very beginning. Caveman,
Okay,
men
well-
versus women.
I feel like even then it'd be different because during that time, I feel like everyone kind of ate the same, like wild boars, mammoths, and things like that. So I mean, like the women back in the day were pretty big. I feel like they'd be able to take on men easy.
Actually, women are bigger now than what they've ever been in the history. So you would
Really?
actually smaller, and actually,
Well, I'm 4'8", so I don't know that.
men aren't also as big as what they used to be either, which comes a lot to our current diet. But if we take it to prehistoric times, like this is the thing, like there's no way in hell you guys win. You win nothing. Life would be hell. But as for men, our life would continue to be the same. The only thing that we would miss out on is reproducing ourselves.
I mean,
Right.
right. So like
Since
that's
the
what I
beginning
said.
of
Like
time,
even
men have-
without y'all, like we'd be fine too.
Men would grab
goes
you
both
by the
ways.
hair and be like, "You mine," and I would take you to my cave, and then like I would literally take care of you.
That's not how that worked. But that's also kind of disgusting to think about.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean though, because
Yeah, I
it's
know,
what
but that's
it's what
just
monkeys
nasty.
it's what monkeys still do today.
I mean, that's great, but we're not monkeys.
Well, if we're going to prehistoric times and we came from the monkey, yes, we still do it. Stay in the time period, not in
I'm just saying.
2024.
I'm just saying.
But at like that's the thing is,
Okay, but I think that's what I dislike these conversations on. Like, we're not focused on who was the prize back in the day. Like, cool caveman vibes, you were the prize. We're talking about now.
Well,
like, what's the definition of the prize now? Because that's where everyone's getting fucked up at.
okay, so the
Like,
still,
let us know who's still the prize and give me good reasons why. Because you just telling me because
because
niggas are
men,
stronger than
hold on,
us.
no,
or
no, no,
see, I'm
because
getting triggered again.
men
Let me
and
calm
women
down.
are still living that exact same existence. Women still want a man that is strong enough to take care of them and provide for them and be their safety. And then also, you want a man that comes in a certain stature or status that allows you to trust in that man for you to bear your child, to know that everything is okay and your child is going to be a nice, healthy baby. So when that man provides all of that, okay, And the main resource that we look for you for is to just be beautiful, be peaceful, and give me children. Who's providing more?
But see, that's not, as much as you say that, it's not realistic, and it's not the mass majority of men out there. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's more women out there taking care of men than there's men out there taking care of women. And so as much as you want to have that argument, I just don't see it as much anymore. As much as I'd like to say I see
here's
it,
the crazy
I don't.
part. The relationships where men are taking or women are taking care of men are short-lived relationships. And women,
Not all the time.
inevitably, you guys definitely choose to date the top 10% of men. You want tall, in shape, and makes a decent amount of money.
Yeah, but also...
Hold on. Tall. Anyone 6 foot or over is the top 4% of everyone in the world. Once you get to 6'3", you're top 1%. Like a 6 foot person, get your little phone out, Google it. We can play this together.
I mean, we don't gotta Google it. I'm just saying, like, I'm 4'8", so someone who's 5'2" is taller than me.
But see, like, this is what, when you have these conversations, the first thing you have to do is remove yourself, because if you don't,
No, I
you're
understand.
only gonna see it through your lens. Like for you, 5'2" works for you, but take the average chick, because you're below average in height. Take the average 5'4", 5'5" chick, and are they not screaming, I need 6 foot or taller?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that men's expectations and women's expectations are delusional as fuck.
Thank you.
So,
okay.
because there's a lot of women out there who will ask for things that they can't even give themselves. Like, it sounds nice that you would like a fit man, but you're not fit your damn self. You literally bed rot. You're depressed all the time. You don't do anything.
Perfect.
How could you ask for something like that? You want someone to buy you a Gucci bag, your Gucci shoes, take you traveling, but you can't afford to travel yourself. You can't afford to get a Gucci bag yourself.
Well, okay.
These women are delusional, and I feel the same way about the men who are out there like, oh, I'm a high-value man. I don't need a woman to work. I don't need a woman to do this, and I'm the prize. So technically what you're telling me is that no matter how good of a woman I am, any bum bitch off the street can come in, as long as she look a certain way, and she can snatch you up like that. And you're supposed to be the prize just because you make money?
Okay,
Bitch,
so
stop.
hold on.
This is a game.
Okay,
Most
it
men
is.
and women are delusional
It
as hell.
is a game. It is a game, and I agree with you 100%. Now, I want you to think about what you just said, because I'm gonna break this shit down for you. Okay, are you attractive?
I mean, I believe so, yes.
Okay, how many other women are as attractive as you are?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of beautiful women.
Thank you. You see a lot of beautiful women.
I see a lot of
Okay.
beautiful men, too.
No, you do not see a lot of beautiful men.
How you gonna sit here and tell me that? How you gonna sit here and tell me what I see?
Okay, you're in the
Where
modeling
I'm
industry,
at, where
so
I
we're
be at, I see beautiful people.
okay. Perfect. Is the average man a beautiful man? The guy that was at the gas station, the last time you went to the gas station, what did he look like?
Oh, yeah, no, we good.
Okay, thank you. That's the majority of men.
Yeah, no.
See, when you're in a certain lifestyle, you only surround yourself with top tier men, which are probably who you're also having conversations with, which
Yeah.
you have to understand. As a top tier man, he has the pick of the litter. But as a beautiful woman, you also have the pick of the litter, which is why you have to remove yourself from the conversation. Because if you don't, the conversation is never making sense to you. Because the general public, the average female today, unfortunately, is overweight. 73% of women in the U.S. are overweight.
That's crazy.
Yes, crazy. And that's the craziest part of it all. They are delusional. And why are they delusional? Well, they're delusional because your primary job as a woman is to be beautiful. And beauty has always been the standard of at least being in shape. It's not about going to the gym. It's not about working out. It's just be in shape. That is your primary thing. That's the number one reason men want to attach themselves to you, is because of your beauty. That's not our primary job. We don't need to be beautiful.
I mean,
No, we've never needed to be beautiful, but I need to be strong. Because 100 years ago, ugly motherfuckers was with some of the most beautiful women in the world. But that ugly motherfucker was out on a farm. and they could wrangle horses and cows and chickens and pigs and everything, because technology like what we have didn't even exist. We don't need a beauty standard. We have a physical standard because we've always supposed to be able to provide.
Most men don't have that either, though.
Thank you. But see, here's the problem. Men are now being judged on your standard. They need to be beautiful. They don't need to make money and be strong. And that's what's being lost today. Men are more concerned about looking good as opposed to being good.
I mean, no, I definitely agree with that because, again, I have an issue with how a man has all these chains around his neck but is Ubering everywhere. It would never make sense to me.
So there's a difference. And one thing that I've always told women is also when you are dating a man, look at how other men view that man.
Okay, but see, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Why, like are all men like a little bi? Because let's talk about it for a second.
Why man gotta be a little bi? What
Because
the hell?
why do men get so excited to impress other males? Like at first I thought it was like an ego thing. But then I thought like, oh, maybe they just enjoy, who doesn't like showing off their success to their friends, right? But then it got to the point where I started realizing like, no, y'all are just really weird when it comes to shit like that. Like men look up to other men, so men will literally sit here and do things to impress other men. And so men aren't even really doing things for women anymore. They're doing it, and so they are like damn near top dog of like their friend group, and then they treat women like shit, which I think is also weird because you'll be quick to pay for your homie who is literally like leeching off of you, but won't do it for
Okay, so that doesn't make a man bi. Okay.
I'm asking
hold on.
questions.
Yeah,
I'm
and
asking
that's why I'm
questions.
answering it. What that actually makes that man is a man. Okay, I want you to look at
I'm just kind of confused though.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an easy answer.
'Cause-
Look at the pride of lions. The men do other things to impress the men, just like in the times of kings and queens. In order for you to become the knight, you had to impress the king. See, men our entire lives have had to go out and fight the world. And the only thing that actually drives us is respect. So when you get the respect of other men, especially men that are doing better than you, and you're getting their respect, that actually motivates men more than anything, which is why a lot of men and women don't get along today, is because a lot of women don't respect men.
Okay,
So
but a lot of
you require love, we require respect. But when you don't give a man respect and then you complain, oh, you just want to go kick it with your boys, 9 times out of 10, he's going where he's respected. He's happy to go to work because at work he's the boss, so he's respected. Most women at work respect the boss more than they respect their cohort, their employees, someone that's on the same level as them, because, oh, he's the boss, which as the boss means you also make more money, more people look up to you, and it's a level of power. It's always been like that, and it's actually around you in every aspect of life. The difference is, again, women today don't respect men the way they used to. Even shit, I'm fucking 45. I can tell you at 25, women respected men more than what they did today. And prior to that, it had to be better than that. And then look at your grandmother and your grandfather. Like, even if she's mid conversation and men walk in the room, women usually just went silent. There's a level of respect that has always been there. Men have never lost that level of respect, because this is the thing. If I disrespect the man, that could be the difference between life and death. If you disrespect a woman, okay, she's going to bitch and scream and yell. We kill each other. Y'all don't. Two, a lot
Why
of
is that? Okay.
the
Go ahead.
guys that y'all are hanging around today, well, as you said, they're also beautiful. They're not like a man's man, which is why so many of you guys are not attracted to them. And that's why even a man like me, I don't have anybody around me that's like that. I don't need Pretty Willie. I want Big Sam. Cause I know if the shit goes down, he's there. I know if I need something, well, he takes care of his family and leads his family and has showed leadership abilities in every aspect and walk of life. So if I actually do need somebody, I'm calling him long before I ever call a female. But it's the opposite of your generation. These dudes are these dudes are one, allowing females to lead them, two, following behind females, three, not leading, four, leeching. Oh, I want my girl to be a boss. I want my girl to be a breadwinner. No, I don't want my girl to be any of that actually. I want to be that. Because when I come home, if you're a boss and you're doing all this extra shit out in the world, well, now you're the one fighting the world, right? So when I get home from also fighting the world, is there going to be peace? No,
Could be. I don't know.
it's not. Because if you're out fighting the world, when you come home, see, most men will sit in their car for 5 to 10 minutes and let the day air out. As soon as you see me walk through the door, babe, this motherfucker did this and this motherfucker did that, and this is what I went through today. And, and he's just like, shit. Okay, babe. It's our man's job to make your life easy, because the easier your life is, the more peaceful it is for him.
For me too. If you ain't make my life easy, get out.
Thank
But
you.
that doesn't mean, I know. I just feel like
So when it comes to the prize aspect, well,
don't
that's why
see
he
this
should be the prize.
agenda. Oh, should be is crazy, but okay.
Well, he should be, because again, he should be providing more than you. Because in order to be the prize, see, that's just it.
So do you think men provide more than women do? And take money out of it?
In what aspect?
I just said take money out of it. So in any other aspect, take money out of it. Do men provide more than women?
Okay, so remove money all the way from it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to build a house before you will.
Why do you
I will
think that?
go kill animals and bring them home for you.
But why do you think?
That's
Why do you
literally
think women
God's
do it?
just God's natural order.
But see, I feel like you keep putting yourself into it. You know how
No,
mass
I'm not.
majority of men can't do that. Like
Again, I said that's what men
but it's
should
just-
do. What men should do. I don't put myself in this conversation because everybody that knows me knows who I am and what I do and how I do it. So I can't put myself in that conversation because no. That's why I say men should.
No.
Men should.
Okay.
Okay? If they did what they were supposed to be, there wouldn't be no woman would ever argue and say he's not the prize.
So why can't both people be why can't both genders be the prize?
Again, because only one person can win the race. And your prize is different. Like, you know what your biggest gift and your biggest prize is? And it's something that I could never do or take from you.
You have me sitting here thinking so hard that I'm biting my nail on live. I'm really trying to just really understand
Your biggest prize is your children. Something that only you can do. And guess what? You get to see the life that grew inside you, then grow outside of you, then create more. And you are the patriarchy of that. And only you could do that. That's why our jobs are totally different. And guess what? None of that technically would exist if the man doesn't make it a safe place for you. So that increases his responsibility, which again would then just make him even more of a prize. Because now he's not just taking care of you, he's fostering an entire family, providing for an entire family.
Isn't she though?
How? Again, when you're not, see, when
So
you're
I just said take money out of it.
exactly. So
So-
when you're 8 and 9 months pregnant, or right after you give birth, and there's no man there, who's making the food? Who's
Mama?
killing the food? No, you just had a baby.
I said mama, my mama,
No,
grandma.
no. We are putting you in a situation where it is just you. Because as an
So then
no,
he wouldn't be around.
that's what I just said. You said, okay, we're gonna remove him out of the picture. So we've removed him out of the picture.
I didn't say remove him. I said remove money out of it.
Correct. So we're gonna remove money, but I'm also gonna remove him to prove a point.
Okay,
because
but you just said I'm
can't-
by myself, period. Like, I'd have to figure it out.
There's
There's women who walk after giving birth.
technically, yes, but see, while you're walking, that also means you have to leave the child, and leaving the child and going.
You don't
out
have to leave.
Wait, no,
You can
because
have
you
the
said
child on your
remove money.
chest.
So if we have to remove money, that means we also have to remove jobs and technology.
Right.
Okay, so that means that you have to go out as
Mm-hmm.
a pregnant woman in pain. You have to leave your child because there's no way in hell you can go hunt with a child
Yes, you can. Have that baby on your chest. Or on
that's
your back.
going to cry and make noises because you're hunting. See, and hunting
about-
requires total silence.
No, I understand that, but it's also about learning your baby too. Sleeping schedules and everything like that.
But
If
you
women
just
back in the
had,
day could do
you
it,
just
I could
had
do it too.
this baby. You just had it.
Women back in the day
You
did it, I
can't
could do
learn
too.
it. You can't learn it. See, here's the thing. Women back in the day never went through life without men.
But see, that's where you're wrong though.
No.
No, but you are
We-
though, because there's plenty of women who have had babies by themselves because of situations like that. Like, let's say their man was being a hunter or gatherer and she's in the cornfield just picking vegetables and she decides to fucking have it. Like, sorry to say, no one's gonna be around for her to have it, which means she just had the baby by herself. She's gonna have to stand up by herself, carry the baby inside, wash it up, all that. She can do that right after birth.
And then he came home
She
and
could
took
get
care
up.
of her. But the thing is, he's the hunter gatherer, so he
Why
did
do you-
everything. He's still what you're giving a one-off scenario of something that's not happen on a regular basis.
Yes, but you're saying women back in the day never went without men, but they did. There was even women back in the day who got.
You can't say that because you said he comes home.
I just
So
said that's
she's
a
not
possibility.
she's not without a man. She was without a man at the moment. I'm talking about a woman without
Right.
a man, period.
But you're
Those
saying a
things
woman who
just
was
didn't
8-9
exist.
months pregnant. What I'm saying is yes, at 8-9 months pregnant, if my husband is not around, I'm going to have to go out and do things by myself. There's women who did it. That was your point. You said 8-9 months pregnant.
Okay, but
and then you're like, oh, you can't leave your baby. No,
We-
you're right. I can't.
we
But
have-
even with my man still here, I'm still taking the baby out.
we have marriage licenses that go back to the 1700s.
That's great.
It is a statistical proven fact that women are, and you're only at 40-something% now, at an all-time high of being single. And literally in the last 20 years, has it gone from close to single digits to where it's at now.
I feel like this whole conversation is just you trying to convince me that men are the prize or should be the prize, and I'm just gonna sit here and never agree with it. But you can keep talking if you want to.
Well, here's the thing.
Because like at this point, I'm over the conversation. Like you're
It's-
just explaining things to me that I really
It's-
don't care to hear.
But here's the thing. If you're going to have a conversation, like you have to understand that in conversations, there are also statistics and facts that goes along with these things, right? So you can not agree with it, but there's certain things that as a whole, as human beings, whether we like it or not, we have to agree with statistics. The statistics have shown that women have always had men in their lives.
From the 1700s.
Correct. And
So from when men were wearing wigs and heels and tights. How beautiful.
White men.
No, black men did it too.
No.
They did.
No.
They did.
No.
They did.
We were Africans. We were wearing
No,
loincloths
they did.
and
they
crowns
even did the
and
pattern
carrying
as well
spears.
to make themselves look lighter.
Okay, those are men that went over to the UK and in France, which was not where the majority of us come from. We
said that's
can't
where
take the
I'm just
minority
saying.
man and make him the
You
majority
just
man.
said, "Oh, we weren't doing that," but y'all were. There's
so here's
some
the
of
crazy.
you that were.
Here's the crazy part. Do you realize that even until slavery, us as black men were the majority of what was on this earth?
Yes, I know that.
They killed us off to make us the fucking minority.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, because we were fucking Zulus. We was the real life Black Panther. We wasn't wearing no fucking makeup shit. And the makeup we did wear were the albino shits when we went to kill them niggas in the caves, because they were all white. So we learned to put the soot on to be all white. The wigs and the heels, no, that's always been a Western civilization shit that still to this day, you're right, George Washington, all the motherfuckers, it's all over their history. All over our history, loincloth, spears, walking alongside lions and buffaloes and Black Panthers.
I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying. You can't be like, oh, we ain't never done it because you did.
No, a small minority of motherfuckers looking to, fit in.
Yeah.
The what do we call them motherfuckers? We call whitewashed motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Chris said social media has messed up the way we view relationships. It's so much harder. He also said men control who date women. Men control who they date. Women control who they sleep with. That is true. And that's the thing is, like, here's the bad part. You know why conversations like that, like conversations about who the prize is, honestly, again, this goes back to the question I was asking earlier. Do we feel like society is doing their best to keep us apart? Yes. When they put that doubt in your mind to where you no longer look at the man as if he's the prize, and I don't understand how people could never say that. Who asked you to marry them? Don't you have to placate? Don't you have to be a certain way in order for a man to even want to ask you to marry them? Which is the biggest gift that you get from a man.
No, not really, because they talk every day talking about how you could be a bum bitch on the street and they'll scoop you up. So no.
But see, okay, so again, you're having rich.
So no.
You're having rich nigga conversations because this is the thing.
No, that's not even like regular. I'm talking like just having regular conversations.
You know why? Because again, we don't date women for what you provide. We just need you to be beautiful.
That's why
so
you guys are
yes,
fucking stupid.
Here's the thing: if you're broke, I don't give a fuck because I make money.
I mean, maybe you should though.
But why?
I'm just saying.
I don't need you to. Here's the thing:
there's a lot of men out there who love to complain about women.
You know that again. This is the problem. When men want women that make money, beware. Because guess what that means? He doesn't want to provide.
But why do you say that, though? Why can't a man want someone to come in and be his partner and then grow something together to the point where she can stay at home and live lavish and he continue to do it? But it's just one of those things where he didn't even need help. He just wanted a partner, and that partner herself was like, let me add some in. Let me handle some stuff.
Correct, because the biggest part of partnership for us as men has nothing to do with money.
No, I understand
for
that. For
women, it's always about money. As men, yes, that's why we have no problem picking up a broke bitch, as you said. I will take a broke bitch any day of the week. You know why? 9 times out of 10, she's less headache. She's less Yeah, she's less argumentative.
I've heard otherwise.
A broke chick. The biggest thing about a broke chick is, well, if she's truly been broke, what we really consider to be broke, she also doesn't ask for a lot. So when I come in and give her anything, it's new to her. So I also get to provide an experience for her she's never had, which is what actually men love to do. A woman that's traveled the world, got a bunch of money, has seen and done everything, okay. What do I actually provide for you then?
Okay, but it's impossible to see everything in the world that we live in, so that's a redundant statement. It doesn't matter. I could go to the Bahamas with one person and go with a completely other person and do completely different things. It's about having the experience. Ask her about that experience or ask him about the experience that he had and create a better experience. I feel like men just make an excuse to do anything.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to give you another example. We have a movie in the world called Girls Trip, right?
Yeah. And
the girls went where?
To Louisiana.
Okay. And then you got another movie called How Stella Got Her Groove Back. And where'd they go to?
I didn't see that one.
How do you not see it? You're black.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that one.
What in the holy fuck?
I'm sorry, there's a lot of black movies I haven't seen.
You better watch that fucking black movie. Okay.
How did Stella get her groove back? Let me know.
If I'm not mistaken, they went to Jamaica and she pulled a younger black mandingo that put it on her. She was a divorcee. Okay. So that's how Stella got her groove back, was with her young stallion.
What did he do?
Okay. I told you he gave her.
That's it. Is that it? Like, did they have like intellectual? I mean, it's a movie.
Yes, they actually did, and she started to fall in love and stuff, and
Okay.
Now, show me the equivalent of that movie for men, where men have taken. Show me the boys' trip, or how Henry got his groove back.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
The fuck is that?
It's a white person movie.
Oh my fucking god!
But no, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is literally a movie about a man who gets left by a female to go be with like this famous artist or whatever, and he wasn't like that, and so clearly she left this man for more money. LOL. Anyway, so they didn't get married or anything like that, but their honeymoon was still booked, and so he went on the honeymoon, and guess who was there? She wasn't with her new man. So. And he was in the suite right next door. So he literally got to get over his ex by still being around his ex and ended up actually getting with another woman there, falling in love, and getting his groove back. So there are movies out there like that. Thank you.
Boys Trip. Give me a boys trip movie.
The Hangover.
That's not a boys trip.
It is a boys trip. They go
it's
on
not.
a
He's literally
bachelor
getting
party.
married.
Literally going out, and then what did he do? Almost fucked that up, didn't he? Almost fucked that up, didn't he?
There's no such thing.
And there's
as
other single men there too.
Boys Trip. What single man movies do we even have? Boys
Neighbors.
in the Hood.
Neighbors.
She said neighbor.
All the college dudes are living in that one house.
No, it doesn't exist for us. It doesn't exist.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, there.
Correct, because you know what? You just proved another point too of why men hang out with men, because we just have more fun.
Because y'all do stupid shit. I can
Thank
watch you while you
you.
do stupid shit, but I'm not gonna.
That is the point of this whole entire thing, which is why we'll also take a broke chick, because we do stupid shit.
Okay, but see, listen.
But stupid shit for us is what gets our blood rushing. It makes us feel good.
Okay, so look, so I have ADD, so I love an adrenaline rush. So maybe that's why I was the bro chick for sure.
Okay, again, if you take a millionaire man, he will change a broke chick's life. If you take a millionaire woman, she'll never look a broke man's way. There's a
That's not
reason.
true. There's women out there who done that.
No, there isn't.
Think like a man. She did it.
You thinking of a movie? Let's go in
We
real
were talking
life.
about movies. I wanted to just keep it going. We were talking about movies. I figured,
In real life, it doesn't happen. And if it does,
Oh my
she's
goodness.
like 75, 80 years old, and she wants a boy toy. Right? But she's still never just like shelling out money over him. There's a reason you got, probably 500 sugar daddy websites?
There are so many sugar mama websites. Don't you dare say there's not, because there is.
Again, and I'm going to say, there's only a quarter of the sugar mama sites than there are sugar daddies.
Is it really? I'm about to look at it.
Yeah. And then when you go look at a sugar mama, you know who she's going to pick up and make her sugary sweet toy? Well, it ain't going to be a nigga like me. It's going to be one of those beautiful men that you talk about.
You don't know that? Some women love the husky look.
Motherfucking lie.
How you gonna say that?
Because I live this life.
With all the stories you told me, it sounds like...
I have never had a problem picking up females. But I walk in a different, like, it's crazy because I hear it all the time, especially now that I'm literally out all the time. Because, like, running my car lots and shit, I'm around people non-stop. So, you know how many random chicks, I just love your energy. Like, just buy the car. It's crazy.
Your aura.
I had a chick.
Your aura.
So this chick bought a BMW, right?
Okay.
She came back a day later, and I actually wasn't there.
Are you talking about your dealership?
Yeah.
Okay.
She came back the next day in this super short skirt. I was just coming to thank Bailey for the car, and she had some cookies with her. All them niggas at the damn lot ate that shit. He calls me
Wait. Before we continue the conversation, what was the outfit she wore the day before?
Some jean shorts and a t-shirt.
Was it jean? Or no, I'm sorry. Was it a t-shirt or crop top?
No, just a regular t-shirt.
And she had jean shorts on?
She had jean shorts on.
Did she have a booty?
And the first time she came there, she was still in her scrubs.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it just gradually got less and less clothes.
Uh-huh. So then a week later, she shows up again in a short dress. My tire light came on. What do you think I should do? What do you mean your tire light came on? Yeah, like it kind of looks like the check engine light, but it's like for your tires.
I don't get the whole let's play stupid thing.
Thank you.
I don't like can that be the thing we go into 2025 with? Women, hear me out. You being stupid is not attractive. You being naive is not attractive. It only leaves room for motherfuckers to come in and use you and take advantage of you. Please stop playing stupid.
Again, she did this a couple of times. At one point in time, she even told there was another lady that came in to come buy a vehicle, and she made the comment, "Working with Bailey is great. He's a ladies' man." You don't even know me.
My little discernment kicked in. No, I hear you. Because listen, I've met some very, very beautiful women. And at this rate, like, I don't even blame them. Like, I love the baggy outfits because I'm tired of seeing all the tight ones. Like,
On the guys or the girls?
I'm not even trying to be like.
On the guys or the girls?
I'm talking about females. Like, I love the baggy look because I'm tired of.
Please, thank you.
So let me finish, right? I started unfollowing people on Facebook and Instagram if I see nothing but their body. Because anytime I would see them in person, that's all I would see. Like, I wouldn't see anything else. And it got to the point where, like, even this girl recently I met, and she's a sweet girl and everything, great personality and everything like that. She's one of my friends' friends. We're sitting there at the table having a conversation, and everyone at the table wants to be like, yeah, she has the perfect boobs. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. And they're like, yeah, show her. And I'm like, why? I didn't ask. I never made a comment about it, and you're just like, show it. Why do we need to show it? If she has a great chest, that's wonderful. Did I ask to see it? No. Why are we offering other women's bodies to be seen? I just wanted to enjoy her where she was at, on the other side of the table, looking beautiful. I didn't want to see her titties. Fuck her and her titties. How about that? I just wanted to enjoy her. So like I'm really I've really been unfollowing females, and unfriending them off of Facebook if all I see is their body because I really got tired of it. So I can only imagine how men feel.
I literally delete someone every day because unfortunately it's a post that I made even on my Facebook last week. Every female today either sells content or is a low budget porn star.
I was literally just having this conversation earlier, and everyone was like, how come you never took on the opportunity to be, I'm like, I didn't go on that show to become an influencer. I didn't go on that show to become famous or anything like that. I went on that show for a reason. The reason didn't come out, and I moved on.
Exactly. Like not everybody wants to be in the limelight.
It's not even that. Like, I don't mind being known and things like that. I wouldn't even mind being famous and things, but I want to be famous for what I made, for what I created. I don't want to be famous for telling a guy, hey, not a fan of your outfit, not a fan of how you speak to me or women, so we're good. Like, that's weird. Like, I don't want to have my life being social media. I don't want to post every day for a check. I'm not selling my life for social media, especially for hundreds of thousands of people that won't meet. They probably don't care about me, and I most likely don't care about them. Like, they're just nosy.
Unless you're buying Roma.
Oh yes, I love everyone who buys Roma. But that's the thing, and I really do love all my supporters, and that's one of the things I really do love about the show. Is after that, anytime I've gone out in public, I've met someone, and we've had conversations about it. I've had one girl come up to me when I was in Texas, actually try and cuss me out at the club about it, and we ended up hugging at the end. I'm like, we could talk all day. I love when people come up and talk to me. But it's one of those things where I know there's trolls out there, and I know there's a lot of people who are just nosy. And so, again, like, I'm not going to sell my life away to social media for that. I want to be able to live my life and enjoy it and have to post about it all the time. And you can't do that if you're an influencer, so.
Which is another reason why I also have no problem taking the summers off. Because after doing this for a couple of months in a row, yeah, it puts me all kinds of in the algorithm. You know what happens when I get in the algorithm? Shit goes crazy.
Not the heavy side. What goes crazy?
Just everything, like all of it. So I've learned I take the summer off.
Hey, gotta take care of yourself. As I said, I just miss you sometimes. Like once a month, maybe.
Yeah, and you know, I personally I need a break because
No, I totally
you know how some of the shows have been in the past. Like it's all about dating and relationships, and then I start being called Kevin Samuels Jr. He's a misogynist. No, I'm not. I'm actually just trying to bridge the gap between men and women, and hopefully get to a point to where people actually shut the fuck up and actually start listening to each other. Like the shit we say, you can't invalidate because it's not your experience. The things that we go through as men, we don't expect you to go through as women. But again, that's society. Society wants women to do everything so much as men do, so that we're exactly alike. Well, if we're exactly alike, what will we need each other for? That's never going to work. And that's why the family's broken up right now. That's why majority of these women is on OnlyFans and everything else, selling their ass. That's why, I can pull up Facebook right now and go on my Facebook page. And
you know how much ass I see on my Facebook?
Thank you. Why do I have to see your ass every motherfucking day?
You know how much ass
I see
on
your
Instagram,
ass so
dude?
much. Like, I know what your ass looks like more than your face. If I see you in public, I'm going to see more of your ass than, I'm going to reckon, I know whose ass that is. That's Tasha's ass. Oh, that's Bougie's ass.
Can I tell you something?
Oh, that's Pearl's ass.
Can I tell you something? I recognize one of my best friends from her ass in Walmart.
Thank you.
It should never be like that, guys. It should never be like that.
Like, if you're my woman, I don't want to know that everybody
goodness.
has seen your ass.
Yeah.
That's never attractive. For, you, as a woman, you're never going to wear that well.
I see it as this. Live your life. If you get someone, you get someone. If you don't, you don't.
But see, I can't do that because I understand that people want someone. So if you want someone, you also, whether you like it or not, you have to carry yourself a certain way.
Yeah, and I agree. But again,
and your past will always come up. Your past will always come up. So if you have a riddled past and you actually meet a good, successful man, I actually can name a dude right now that left his chick because what she was doing affected his career.
Yes, but I also blame him for that because here's the thing. As a man of his stature, he knew the type of woman that he needed. And if she presented herself as that way and then started to change, sit down and have a conversation. If nothing changes,
she didn't change. She didn't change.
And that's it. You kick
her
the bucket.
past came up. Okay.
Wait,
and
well,
this is
so
the,
hold
I
on,
say
wait.
this. Wait, hold on.
How come the past wasn't brought up beforehand? That's the other issue I have. Why don't people ask about?
Dan, how many people have moved here to Arizona running from their past, and then you find out what they're really about? Yeah.
Okay, but hear me out though. I feel like red flags are always shown in the beginning and we ignore it.
No, that's not always true.
Are you sure?
Especially with women, y'all are fucking the best at being chameleons. Yeah, don't act. Y'all are the best because all of a sudden, see, you could have been a hoe in your last city, but now that you moved to a new city, you don't give it out on the first night. You don't do this. You don't do that, and no one knows who you are.
But that never works though because, like you said, like the past always comes back. Like
exactly, which is why I tell people to get to know people. Spend actual time with them, and you're never really gonna know who a person really is until you meet real friends and family, because
Ooh,
they
let me tell you what
give the tea.
I had a okay, but not always. So I remember I went to. I don't think I should be putting all my business out there, but maybe I should.
Yeah, no, don't put your business out. Leave it to yourself. Leave it to yourself.
But no, I had a situation with someone that I used to talk to and his family, and sometimes families don't tell you all the secrets. Sometimes families help keep those secrets because they know just how fucked up of a man he is. So you can't trust that.
Okay, but here's the
can't
difference.
trust that.
A man's past almost 9.5 times out of 10 won't be the reason that a woman leaves. But a woman's past will 10 times out of 10 be the reason that a man leaves. Especially if it's riddled with a lot of promiscuity. Because again, this dude worked for a Fortune 100 company. She was soliciting herself. A higher up in the business happened to have exercised his right of pleasure with her. It was also his favorite. And then you show up with this as your woman. Think about that. It's never the reverse. It's never the reverse.
Ooh, what? That's not actually true. Cause
What man is selling his DI and this powerful woman was paying for some penis and he shows up at the Christmas party? Yeah, no.
You know how many men have OnlyFans?
There's a difference between a man having OnlyFans and being a fucking escort. What male
There is a male escort.
I've never in my life
There's
met
plenty.
a actual male escort. I have never met one. Of course you will. You're a female.
No, that's not why.
Yeah, it would be why.
No, it's just because I talk to everyone and I like to go out and about. But that's not the point.
He was one of them pretty boys.
No, actually, he wasn't.
How the hell he an escort and he ain't pretty?
Because sometimes, just like men, they're just looking to get off. So you don't gotta look a certain way. I just need to be able to feel you.
Who want to
and
pay?
I'm done.
Who want to pay for this prime dick?
Yes, go ahead, ladies.
Come on.
Go ahead, ladies.
I got some prime for you.
I was hyping you up.
Stop that bullshit.
Oh my goodness.
This is why you miss me, because we have fun.
We have too much fun. And I also like that we can have real conversations. And I can be myself around you and you don't be like, man, you're a bitch.
No, I don't judge people. Like, this is the thing, is sometimes the biggest issue is just being open enough to actually listen to what the other person is saying and be willing to at least try to learn. Because as long as you're always in the mind frame of, you can say this all you want to, but it's not like, no one's trying to change your mind. It's literally giving you the opposite side. Like, the biggest issue with men and women today is we just don't understand each other.
Yeah, and we're not, and that's the other thing too. There's a lot of listening to respond and not understand.
Listening to learn.
Because I like something that I really like about myself that I've heard from other people say that they dislike is that I'm a why kid. Like, I'm gonna ask why. Like, I have concern, like not necessarily concerns, but it's just I want to have an understanding of certain things. And so it's crazy to me when people don't actually have or ask certain questions so to have that understanding. Like when people are like, oh, I brought up my past, this and that. Like, no, like I let people know straight up what my past is. Either you're gonna want me or you don't. Like, I'm not about to sit here and sugarcoat anything for you, nor am I about to lie, waste my time, nor your time. I don't believe in using people. I don't believe in dating just to date. I don't believe in, like, that's just really weird to me. And so I find it crazy that, like, people will really settle just to, like, say that they're with someone or to say that they're loved by somebody. Or, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of things I find very weird. And so I do ask a lot of questions. And I wish more people would do that in general, because then maybe they wouldn't be stuck in the situations that they be in.
It's not even about asking more questions. It's also just actually
being genuine and authentic.
Like being yourself. But
Yes.
like, here's the problem. When I was a kid, we technically had to read everything. Like, go to the library and actually get a book. right?
Yep.
The world is now at people's fingertips. The fact that people want to have these conversations, but they don't even look into statistics to even know the actual truth. They don't look like. Unfortunately, you went through a situation of SA. It's not. It's not as prevalent as what they will tell you because what they one in four and one in every four women on a college campus will be SA'd. If that's the case, no fucking father would send their kid to their daughter specifically to school, which 63% of colleges is made up of women. So the majority of the school is women. So what you're telling me is one in every four is going to end up in a horrible situation. Like, I'm not sending my daughter to college. You're going to take college classes online.
That's what. Listen, I agree because it didn't make sense to me that parents would know these. They would know these things and still send their kids because I've gotten to the point now where if I ever do decide to get married and have kids, they're not going to public school or private school. I'm homeschooling them. And then when it comes to learning other languages and still having that kid interaction or even people interaction, like we're traveling. You're going to learn about history in other countries. You're going to learn the other language in that country. You're going to meet people. You're going to have conversations. You're going to I don't know. I just feel like.
Exactly. That's how I know that niggas wasn't running around wearing makeup and hats and wigs and shit like that. If you don't know, that's the problem is people don't know history. They don't know about you know how many females I've had conversations with don't even know like their own ovulation cycle and that 7 to 11 days after your period is when you're ovulating. Like, how do you not know your own body? You've been with you your whole life and you in your 30s.
Let's talk about that for a second because I know so many women who have the app Flow, and Flow explains literally every single last little detail on there, and y'all still don't know. I'm kind of upset about it.
For as smart as we should be, because you literally have a computer in your hand, but you're dumb as fuck.
But that's the thing, though.
And how can a man tell you about your own physicality when I don't even have the same parts?
Because, again, there's some people out there willing to do the research, and there's some people out there who don't. There's a lot of men out there who don't know their own body as well, just the same as women. That's why I feel like I have such a hard... maybe that's why I have such a double-edged sword when it comes to certain things. And maybe it does have to deal with me still healing from the whole SA situation. But I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, on both ends, like, again, men need women, women need men. And at the end of the day, the prize is a healthy relationship. That's my thought process on it.
The prize is till death do us part.
That's what I'm saying. Healthy relationship.
Like I keep seeing all the posts because, you know, Trump became president. I'm not having sex for the next 4 years. Thank you. Finally, please. Thank you very much.
But the fact that it took, let me not.
No, you say it.
The fact that it took one man that you hate to never have sex again, but then y'all will hate y'all baby's daddies. Y'all will hate other people that y'all have slept with, and that will keep y'all keeping on. I mean, I just
the fact
feel
that you
like
got.
We should stop picking and choosing when to be morally correct.
This is what drives me crazy. Because how does this make sense? Okay. Y'all were so on board for Kamala to become a president because she was supposedly going to give you your reproductive rights back, right? But not once have anyone ever fought to give a man reproductive rights because we've never had them ever.
You guys had more reproductive rights than we do, though, because if you wanted to go get a vasectomy or whatever, it would only be like 2-3 days of healing. And then if you wanted to do that behind your wife's back, you would not need your wife's permission. Us as women need our husband's permission if we want to get our tubes tied. And if I actually went and I had an appointment to get my tubes tied when I was younger. And they told me that they wouldn't do it because I was too young. And so I've gotten to the point now where I'm just kind of like, okay, still haven't done it. I don't know if I ever will do it. Like, have a kid anyway. And I've gotten to the point now where if I reach a certain age and it doesn't happen, I'm not doing it. I will adopt, though. I always had it in my heart and in my gut.
But when I say reproductive rights, this is the thing. If you have a baby and you decide to take off with the kid, I have no recourse, right?
You do. You guys can go to court and everything and fight for it.
No, you perfect example. I have to fight for the rights to my children. You don't. Wait,
I thought a female couldn't just pick up and take off with the kid unless
she can at any point in time. There's nothing to stop her, which is why so many women do it. Okay? 2, reproductive rights. Cool. If you end up pregnant and I say I don't want to have a child, or I told you from day one I don't want to have a baby, but you get pregnant anyway, I still get hit with child support and every fucking thing else.
Okay, but see,
But
didn't we
hold
have
on.
this conversation?
But hold on. If you decide to go extinguish the birth and I say no, have it, I will keep it, I want it, I have zero say.
Well, that's because women go through way more birth situations than men do.
Again,
And
but that's
men
what,
and women
but
can die
again,
during childbirth. So
again,
it's kind of like they're taking on a risk.
there's
for somebody.
there's so many things that was involved in that conversation, like that. This is why men stay out of those conversations, because if we go but we don't have rights to this and we don't have rights to this and we don't have rights to this and we don't have rights to that, then it's all with the automatic. It's my body, my choice. Great. If it's your body, your choice, great. Trump has nothing to do with that.
So this is my thing though, right? Because I feel like it should be like this for both genders. So if, let's say, the woman decides to keep the baby, or let's say the male says he wants someone to keep the baby, that's fine. But we're signing a contract for after the fact that you have full custody and you're not allowed to come after me for child support.
Correct. But this is the thing.
And the fact that people don't do that is
men
stupid.
men as a whole, if you look at court custody cases, even when a man is granted court custody, do you know they decline child support way more than the men that do?
Wait.
See, a
Decline
woman,
child su- wait. Hold
yeah,
on.
they won't make a woman pay child support, but women will always make a man pay child support.
So hear me out. I haven't, me personally, I've never seen a situation like that. So if you're telling me the mass majority is like that, I don't agree with it.
Like even my boy Willie. My boy Willie has always had his kids. Never once has he hit his baby mama with child support. Never.
Is it because he just never wanted to, or because he tried and they wouldn't allow it?
No, he doesn't even try. Most men decline. When they receive custody, they decline child support.
I mean, that's fine.
Because child support is not something that has to happen.
Right. And it's the same way with women. So, I mean, some women don't go after their baby daddies for it. They just want full custody, and then they don't even want to give them that.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the crazy part, and I've always said this. It's backwards anyway, because even if you put in for custody, they do child support before custody.
Like, so you're saying, like, if
So
someone...
if me and you have a child right now, and you decide to take me to court for custody, or I decide to take you to court for custody, before custody is ever established, they put me on child support. And even if I win, that's the only time that I will be taken off of child support. Because I literally have to win.
So this is my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are judges granting child support to women if they know the women themselves can take care of that child with the job that they have?
That's a perfect question. I got a perfect answer.
That's my question.
This is what a lot of women don't know is 66 cents for every dollar that the judge gives out for child support goes towards their retirement, which is why so many judges max out a man. 66 cents for every dollar goes into his retirement. So even though he put in a judgment today for child support to go in, but you may not receive your first check for 3 months, there's a reason for that. They actually hold the money into a state account that they also earn compound interest on, so that they can take the percentage needed out of that money to put it into the judge's retirement fund. So that when that judge retires, literally, they get that money long before you ever get your money. It is never actually done in the best interest of the child. It is always done in the best interest of the judge.
But that doesn't make sense to me, though, because if they put the woman on child support, too, wouldn't they get money for that as well?
It doesn't matter if it's men or women. Yeah. They only want to max people out. But 9 times out of 10, 92% of the time, actually, men get hit with the child support.
So you're saying because men simply just don't ask, or and
Yeah,
that's
when a
why?
man takes a woman to court for custody, they never ask for child support.
No, I'm saying
When a
but,
woman
like,
takes a man for custody, she's automatically granted child support.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is, would those men still be granted child support? It's just they just have to ask. Is that what the situation is? They're simply just not asking. Is it an ego
No.
thing?
So the court automatically wants to put child support in place.
No. I'm saying though, like the man has custody of the kids and everything, right?
Well, before he ever got custody, remember, the moment you file that custody paper, your first hearing is going to be child support.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is,
He's not going to ask for it. No, he declines it.
okay, so this is my thing. Why? Again, so I guess I don't know. I guess my thought process is different. I grew up differently. Like the men in my life basically taught me to not necessarily never need a man, but majority of the time he's only in my life because I want him to be there. And as I get to know him and we grow as a couple, then that's when I learned that I need him for certain things, and I have a certain level of care for him and all that. So that's like a gradual thing for me. But like for me in general, like I've intimidated and scared men based off of my responses when it comes to certain things, especially the children topic. Because I've told men straight up, like, already having like a kid and like getting married is like a fucked up thing for me. Like I don't have a good view on it or anything like that. And so it's something that I'm healing and fixing and everything. And so if I do meet a man and it gets me to the point of, yes, we're getting married, we're having kids, I'm literally having it in my prenup that if he cheats, if he does anything that has to like basically break us up, which is basically only cheating, if you really think about it, you break up a happy home, like you're saying like, fuck you to not only to me, but the kids, like we're moving, changing last names. You're never gonna see us again. And I know that sounds fucked up, but I'm gonna change their last name and get passports and all that before you even know about it. And one day, you're gonna wake up, we're gonna be gone. You're not gonna be able to find us.
Here's the thing: you can't change his last name without. You can't change the child's last name without him signing off on the paperwork.
That's the thing.
So don't say that, because now you're already admitting to unlawful things.
Well, no, it's not that. It's in the prenup. Him signing that prenup
True,
is his signature already.
No man will
stating
ever
it's
sign
okay.
that. No man will ever sign that.
Well, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know that's what I've told men,
That's
and I've told them straight
that's your
up.
thought
like,
process. Yeah, understand. Like
currently, like this is where I'm at, and it's not to say later that it wouldn't be that, but it's just one of those things where again, like I don't believe if you're gonna, because there's a lot of men out there who will literally leave their family and go start a new one. Like if anything, you just made my life easier doing that. Thank you.
here's the crazy part.
So,
I hear that so much, but this is the thing. How many of your boyfriends have you broken up with?
How many of them?
How many guys that you were dating or seeing or was an actual boyfriend, how many of them did you break up with versus how many of them broke up with you?
Well, majority of the time I broke up with them was because it had to do with other things.
Thank you. 9 times out of 10, or even more than that, women leave men. Men don't leave women. Men don't leave women and go start a family with someone else. Usually what happens is he's left, and she does exactly what you said. Takes off, takes the kids, doesn't give him any access, and that's just it. Men don't have rights, which is the funny part, because like, oh, he's a deadbeat dad. He's
I
this,
don't
he's
see
that.
that. The mass majority is the opposite. It's the dude leaving and starting whole new families, because it's usually infidelity that makes relationships break up.
No, infidelity is actually like 4th and 5th on the reasons of relationships, and especially marriages. And 80% of marriages are initiated by the wife. Again, that's
I'm not okay. But what's the reasoning behind it? Is it fidelity, finances? What is it? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. So in the everyday world, the majority is women leaving men, and 9 times out of 10 they left him for fiscal reasons, money, financial. Money is the biggest issue in our relationship. As a matter of fact,
but
crazy.
is this again the delusional women that are, because because I don't know.
No, these
I
are
feel
already
like,
married people.
No, I understand that,
Not young, like, and this is the thing is
there's married women who are
marriages,
delusional.
like money has always been the biggest money breaks up families, friendships, marriages, everything.
Okay, but when it comes to marriages, is it based off the moral compass of men are supposed to take care of women and this and that, and because you guys instilled that in us, once it gets to a point where we can't rely on that man to do that and we divorce him, is that an issue, or is it more so the fact that we're not willing to stick around through 2, 3, 4 years of being like, I'm just trying to understand like fully, like being
So
financially deprived.
usually a
Like what
woman
exactly
feels
is
like that her
the,
needs financially are not being met. So this is the thing. Basically a
and she
stagnant
doesn't,
relationship.
but she doesn't go and handle that herself. Is that what the issue is? Like they don't go handle it
Here's
themselves?
the thing. This is where I always say you have to remove yourself from the conversation because
No, I know
you have
that.
to
I'm
understand that the
asking.
majority of women don't want to work. Like it was one of the things is that I can say I used to hate hearing about Canvas Samuels, but like shortly before he passed away, I started watching it, and one of the number one questions he would ask women is, what part of the financial bills in the home do you want to be responsible for? And everyone would always say none. A man's primary job has always been to be the breadwinner, to be the provider, to be the moneymaker, right? And when things go bad and she has to step up and do things, there's always a time frame on that because unfortunately things happen in life. A man can lose a job, be fired, be let go. The company could downsize. There's so many things that happen. And the moment that quality of life changes, a lot of women will literally leave.
And so you're saying that because they gave them a certain lifestyle and then had that lifestyle consistently given to them, that the moment that is taken away, they automatically want to leave. Is that
Or that it changes or they have to go back into the workforce.
okay? Well, again,
So
I
the
just feel like
majority of marriages, even still today,
I just feel like that's delusional.
includes stay-at-home wives. Like the majority of the people that are married today, the majority of them are still. It's not like an equal. It's not a 50-50 thing, and that's just it. And I think women, you should know this from the internet itself. How many of your friends are willing to do a 50-50 relationship? So that's where the delusion, like we call it delusional,
it is
but
delusional.
women have always been hypergamous. You always want the best of the best. And you also want as little responsibility in the home as possible. Most women are happy to stay at home and just take care of the kids. They prefer that. They would love to be stay-at-home moms. But the moment that a man comes and says, no, we're going to do this 50-50, we're going to be a partner, we're going to do this, we're going to build this. No.
So
I see the post all the time with the two Mercedes and the matching Rolexes and all that. But this is the thing, most women don't want to work that hard. Ask. Okay.
Do you think women are only like that because we were not necessarily raised, but basically had that thought process projected on us by men?
No, again, this goes back to
because I just feel
Adam
like
and Eve. Men have always been the providers.
I just feel like
remove your feelings and look at reality.
No, but I am looking at reality, right? Because like in reality, right, no one's born a certain way, right? We're taught to act a certain way and do certain things. And so if you have the mass majority teaching a certain way, clearly the mass majority is going to act that way. And so even from birth, like we're taught to go after the kings, the princes, and things like that. But a farm boy can be just as good as a king, sometimes even better. So it's one of those things where, again, it's like I don't really want to sit here and be like, oh, well, women, biologically are like this, because that's not true. Just like biologically, men don't have the feeling or the hunger to want to provide. Like, that's not how that works.
Hold on. Actually, that's not true.
But it is true because it's something that's taught.
No. As a little girl, whether you like it or not, you always go for the bigger, stronger guy. You're not taught that. As a boy,
yes, you are.
I will share my mud pie with you every fucking day of the week. Mm-hmm. Right? But I will also pick up that plastic hammer and beat everything in the house. Mm-hmm. All right. You're naturally emotional and nurturing. No one teaches you that. Your first toy is a baby doll. No one
Which
taught
is
you
an
to
issue.
no one taught you to talk to the doll. No one taught you to do tea parties. No one
Yes, they did. It's called monkey see, monkey do. If I see another adult talk to a baby a certain way, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm
but
a
most
child.
adults don't do that, especially like you
A
look at
lot
how
of
many
adults do that.
little girls are like single kids and they're sitting at their table by themselves having a tea party with Ashley and Cinia and Louisa. Dad, don't you see them all sitting around the table? You're like, yeah. But you know damn well there's no one there. It's what they do. Those
It's
are
called having an imaginary friend. Kids do that.
thank you. But little boys don't have imaginary friends. They just want to go out and have
No, they do have
want
imaginary friends.
that they beat up.
Why do you think all their imaginary friends are just imaginary friends that they beat up?
Because as boys, that's what we do. We want to beat shit up. We want to break shit. He's in the go kart next to me as we jump the ramp.
See, I just feel like, again, you're trying to do, like, not everyone is like that. And not every child is like that.
Again, I'm going off of the majority. I'm never going to try to put the minority above the majority. The majority of kids do the exact same shit. Just
But
like the
that's
majority
because-
of adults, we do the exact same shit.
Well, right, but that's because that was taught to us.
No, not all these things are taught.
Why do you feel like that?
Because I literally have kids that I didn't
That
teach
you
them.
that you did teach
Yeah, I have
them
a son
things?
and a daughter.
Yeah, and
I
they've
didn't
learned
teach
things
them,
from you
But
based
I
off
didn't
of
teach
watching
them
you.
that shit. They did that on their own. They ain't never
Oh my
seen daddy with no
goodness.
damn invisible friend. Jayana was used to play at the goddamn
It's
table.
called watching TV shows that have it. It's called watching movies that have it. Like, it
Rizzo-
has nothing to do with you.
Rizzo. My youngest son is 10 years old.
Okay.
This nigga probably has maybe watched a week's worth of TV in his entire life. I've
No, that's
never
fine. Again,
put my kids
every
in front of
parent is
TV.
different.
Yeah.
You're not the mass majority, but the mass majority of parents are. They have their kids in front of TVs,
But I'm saying,
tablets.
but they still did the same shit that TV kids did.
No, they didn't.
Actually, they really did, and it's one of those things that, as a parent, you really go, okay, this shit's kind of weird. I didn't introduce him to that. My son just got a cell phone. It's a flip phone, right? I don't even let them have like a real phone. He got a fucking flip phone, right? So, but he still would love to be on my phone, but I've never given it to him.
Okay, that doesn't mean other people haven't given him a phone to look at.
But again, what I'm saying is we have a proclivity as human beings to follow the exact same cycles, whether we like it or not. Yes, there are outliers, but for the majority, it's the analogy that I use all the time. Your entire life, you're raised to want to be in love and Prince Charming and Disney and cute boys and da 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 da. Whereas as men grow up, we are walking off. Coaches are consistently yelling at us, screaming at us, do better, be stronger, fuck him up, run faster, hit harder, right? And then we start dating. And women have this thought process that this man's supposed to be this nice, loving, careful, cheerful person, when our entire lives we've told we ain't shit. We have to consistently be better. We have to learn to understand each other. Your life is soft and nice, and you were taught what to expect from a man.
I feel like you can't say that.
Well, not you, women. You're soft, nice, and taught what to expect from a man. Our entire lives, we were taught what we are to be expected of us. And don't hit a woman. Not love her this way, love her that way. Do this, do that. But y'all are consistently hammered in.
So how are y'all not taught how to go after women then? Because clearly y'all are not just going up to women, grabbing them by their hair and being like, you're mine. You guys are clearly nurturers because you have to figure out how to nurture a female. That's what the whole point of the...
No, actually, because if you really think about it, do more men...
Again, this is
And-
something
and-
that's taught, and I
yeah.
blame fathers for this
And
because
not-
if more fathers were actually treating their daughters a certain way, then little Boogie over there with a fucking bogus ass fade and some waves would be able to hit on her in some fucking sweatpants and fucking sneakers from Let me shut up. What I'm saying is,
Hold on.
I'm just,
I agree with you, but you're missing a valid point.
I don't
Like
know.
80% of fathers are no longer even in the home.
Okay, but again, that's men's fault.
And then at the well, could be because
It's men's fault. If you want to see your child, fight for it.
no, the first, especially in the black household, men didn't remove themselves from the family.
Okay.
The government did.
See, we really gotta.
Yeah, we.
If y'all stay in the system, y'all never gonna get out. Y'all really gotta get the fuck over it. If you want to see your kid, fucking fight for it. I'm sorry, but there are ways to do it. There are so many ways to do it. We got too much social media, too much information, too much of evidence
but
and things to be able to get custody, pay child support, whatever it is.
As someone who doesn't have children, to tell someone who has children that they need to fight for them, plenty of men go and fight for their kids, and it's a losing battle. And guess what?
You only lose when you stop. You lose when you stop fighting.
No.
That's when you lose.
No, you know when they lose? We lost by not marrying the woman and vetting the correct one out. You lost by having children before you were actually married and actually had something in place that made sure that you guys were actually bonded together. You lost by living in a world where promiscuity is now considered to be what's the word I'm looking for? Where
a good thing.
Well, yes, but as like women today, like use your sexuality and it's like a badge of honor.
Yeah. It's really disgusting.
That's what's been lost. So no, we can't consistently blame everything on man because it's not just man. Men and women both played a part. Women decided to remove themselves from the home and put themselves in the working place, which is where you now have to be today. It used to be you had a choice if you went to work or not.
No, I understand, but you also have to understand too. Like back in the day, a lot of men would hold over their wives' heads at the fact that, well, I'm paying for everything, so you have
Only
to listen to what I say.
feminists tell that story. Our grandmothers don't.
There's plenty of grandmothers that I've spoken to that are like,
I worked in a nursing home for I don't know how long, and that's like one of the questions that I asked, and I was like 18, 19 years old.
See, I've had friends who worked at nursing homes too, and I asked the same question, and they get the opposite of you. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a generational thing.
Again, it all depends. But the majority of the people, and I think we all know, we have more grandmothers and grandfathers that are still together to this day, and they're not saying that. And if you even look at it today, only women say, oh, well, if he leaves me, he could take everything. But even there are laws. The moment that a man gets divorced, he gets fucking killed. Half of whatever he has is taken, plus child support, plus alimony. There's no stories anywhere that is actually documented and proven in history where men actually left women and took everything. Because there's always been laws in place. These are laws that are in place. Because it's just because...
Yeah, but those laws didn't come about until recently, though.
No. These laws...
Yeah, because kings and
queens
why, couldn't do that shit.
You know why these laws have always been in place? Because at that time, men worked and women didn't. And that's why the laws were put in place. So if a man ever left a woman, he did not leave her with anything.
Right.
But that law, those date back to the 1900s, 1800s.
Yeah.
So that's not recent.
I mean, that's recent.
Child support is recent. That's about the only.
1900s.
That's the only thing recent. So, at the end of the day, no, women have never been left high and dry. The only thing that actually happened that I would say that had to deal with women is, yeah, back in the day, initially, you couldn't go get a bank account without a husband.
You can't do a lot of things without a husband, which is fucking stupid.
I mean, but here's the problem, okay? Mm-hmm. Women have all the exact same rights and that men do. Mm-hmm. Are they making great decisions?
I never said that they're making great decisions. Okay. I literally just was on this podcast saying that majority of women I find delusional. And what I'm saying is...
So here's the thing.
Is that we made steps in the right direction. We just need to make better decisions.
Men of our past, if we want to be really honest, men of our past actually just stopped women from making worse decisions. Whereas now it's a free for all for everyone, and we see from dating to jobs to the economy to children. Like, I'm sorry, but I've seen women. I'm about to get kicked out of my place. Baby daddy's doing perfectly fine. Not gonna give their kids up to go to the father. Gonna take the kids, suffer with me, be homeless with me. Live
Again,
in the
that's
car with me.
delusional as fuck.
Thank you.
I never said
Like,
that they were
it's-
smarter.
there are
I
so
said they needed to
many-
make better decisions.
There are so many stupid things that happen today that technically should never happen, but they do.
Yeah, but I blame, again, both genders.
I blame society because unfortunately we live in a world where society promotes bullshit. Like one of our first good conversations was like about being fat and Lizzo on my podcast, and look at her ass now. Now she went to the doctor and told her that her ass, was unhealthy, and now she done lost all this weight. But you was promoting the world to be fat because you were. Like, we gotta stop doing stupid shit and listening to stupid people when we have proven facts that these things are bad for us.
I don't feel as though it's stupid people. I feel as though it's...
No, it's stupid
not
because
gonna-
you're just following after a celebrity because they say so.
Okay, well, that's stupid. So what I'm talking about is like the celebrity themselves, right? When they're like Lizzo, good example. I don't believe she was... I feel like there's a way to promote yourself, right? Without promoting obesity, like even if you are bigger. I feel like the self-love portion is I'm accepting myself for who I am, but I still love myself this size. Even if I decide to even get bigger or if I decide to get smaller, I still love myself. It's one of those things where you still have to love your past to be able to love your future or even your present, right? Like, how many people do you know that say, oh, I don't have regrets, but they went through some bullshit back in the day that they probably, or like another person would be like, I don't know what I would do if I went through that. But there's people who are like, no, I'm glad I went through that because now I'm where I need to be. So I don't know. I just feel like that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The bad part is, unfortunately, she promoted her lifestyle as if it was a great thing, and we all, especially as black people, like,
Yeah.
you're a black woman, heart disease. There are certain things that plague our demographic
Diabetes.
more
all
than
that.
yes, it is literally plagued the fuck out of us.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat that. I understand that you're comfortable in your skin and you feel like you're beautiful, but unfortunately, your arteries and everything else are going to show you the inside matters way more than the outside.
Yes, this is very true. And here's the thing, too. You can still be healthy and still be bigger. I want people to understand that. Like, it's not... I'm not going to say it's, like, unhealthy to be big, but what I'm saying is you can still be a bigger size and still be healthy. Is what I'm saying. As long as you're taking care of your body, eating right and things like that, then you're good. That's how I see it. Because, like you said, you don't got to be toned. You don't got to be super in shape. You just got to be in shape, period. And everyone's body is different. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Understandable.
The way this man is just on his phone right now is crazy.
Well,
I'm about to put my phone on the charger.
a lot of shit comes through here, so definitely want to say thank you for tuning in. As usual, my little buddy.
That 2 hours went by so fast.
It is 2 hours.
Absolutely insane.
My little buddy showed up tonight and showed her ass. All right, so
did.
back to you. What's the name of the company?
Royal Perfume. First product on the line is Roma.
Where can they find it at?
They can find it at royalperfume14.mySpotify. Oh God.
Shopify.
My Shopify. Thank you. .com. Jeez.
All right.
Only I would say Spotify when I'm supposed to be advertising myself. Goodness gracious.
What did you think about tonight's show?
I had fun. Like I said, I missed you. That 2 hours went by quick. I thought we were only gonna be here for an hour. I see the time. It's 10 o'clock. I'm like, damn.
Someone
God
said
damn.
the girl on tonight is right, and you just keep telling her she's not. What did I say you weren't right about? What did I say you weren't right about?
I don't know. You were just trying to convince me that men should have been the prize.
I
and
was
was
not trying to convince you. There's a difference.
Well, they're agreeing with me. They're agreeing.
That is not a convincing. There's no convincing. It's giving the reasons of why. So
They
you
should
said,
be.
why do they say these are the reasons why?
Again, I just want understanding. Never said
Yeah.
I agree, but
Yeah.
I just want understanding.
Well, like if someone's asking for understanding, it's like, why is the color white? Okay, so when you put these two things together, this is what happens, and it creates a chemical thing, and it becomes white. Simple as that. It's not.
hear you.
It's not about tonight. There was nothing about agreeing or not agreeing. That's the crazy part. So
I'm just saying. They agree with what I had to say.
here's the crazy part.
I'm just giving myself props.
Most females agree with females just for the
Was it a
fact,
female?
Yeah.
Oh,
A
okay.
woman will always agree with a woman just because you're a woman.
I don't.
Tell me I'm lying. How many females were on Amber Heard's balls until she went to court and found out everything she
So-
said about Johnny Depp was a lie?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I really don't give a fuck about celebrities' lives. So
Neither do
Didn't
I.
watch it.
But this is the thing. Most females, oh my God.
like
The
I
love and
I get it.
hip hoppers, the Orange County wives, the basketball wives. Like these are the females.
I love my Zeus girlies.
See, again, like this is the bad part. This is the bad part about society. The majority
They're
of
hilarious.
the women that are used as influencers and as what would the term be? People that other people look up to are like the worst in the world. Like, who really wants to be a Cardi B? Who wants to be an ex-stripper that used to rob men after she had sex with them to later on become a millionaire?
Again, there's a lot of women out there who are delusional.
Thank you.
I personally don't.
How many of these females you know? Okay,
Because like, don't get me wrong.
Even
Like,
with
I
starting-
love Cardi B. I
even
absolutely
with
love
starting
Cardi
your
B,
business,
but
the
do
reason
I
you
look up
didn't
to her?
start
Not
your
really.
business and do the same thing that other women do is because one, it's super saturated.
Like, I
How many
respect
of
Cardi
y'all
B.
want to sell lashes? How many of you are actually successful at selling lashes?
Again, I don't.
How many of y'all do nails? But how many are actually successful at doing nails?
I talked about this, which is why I went the perfume route.
Thank you. You went a totally different route because other people are living in a la la land. And la la land is unfortunately a majority,
Yeah, that's majority of
a
people.
staggering amount of majority.
Of people, yeah.
It's the same thing with dudes. How many of you guys are going to start a t-shirt line, a hat line? How many of you going to be ballers? How many of you, like, even this, I'm in this YouTube world. It is so much harder to blow up as a man on the internet than if I put your pretty ass here and you did this every fucking weekend.
This is very true. This is very true.
So it doesn't make sense. But yes, a woman will gladly agree with a woman even when she knows she is totally wrong.
That makes me so upset for women because here's my thing, right?
Whereas a man, I will call your ass out in a heartbeat. Motherfucker.
Okay, but no. But see, this is where I hear you and I want to believe you. But see, I feel like you're talking about yourself right now. You said you're
Well,
gonna call
not
out
me,
your
but
boys.
men, because we
No, because y'all
no,
don't.
because niggas
Y'all
will be like, no
do
nigga,
not.
you're fat.
Nah,
no
let's
nigga, you
talk
ain't
about
got
it.
no game. No
Let's
nigga,
talk
you're
about
broke.
it. Let's talk
Men
about it.
are definitely held accountable for all
no,
their
they
shit.
do not. Will
Yes,
y'all
they
clown
do.
each other? Yes. But will y'all hold each other accountable? No. Y'all would be so fast to clown your boy for how he treated his baby mama, this and that, but y'all will never hold your homie accountable and be like, why are you even, like, why is this? Because there's plenty of people out there who be tripping for no apparent reason, and their homeboy just be like egging it on, encouraging it, because they think the shit's funny. Like, some people are really a joke to their friends and they don't realize it. And so I hear you. I really want to hear you. But no, just no. Because they don't. But I do agree with the whole women thing, though, because there's been situations where I've been in, like, groups of friends. And, like, everything will be cool and collected, and then one person will say something, and now the whole group agrees. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'd went out, devil's advocate, over here. I'm like, what about this? So I do agree with the whole women thing, but I guess, like, for me, like, I surround myself with women that are just not like that because I can't do it.
Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense. And again,
The blind leading the blind.
a lot of arguments are made in bad faith. And then
yeah.
a lot of arguments are literally made because, he said it. So because he said it and we don't like him. Again, I was totally against Kevin Samuels till I watched it. And I watched the long form and not the clips. And then I understood it.
Yeah.
And I understand this man was literally trying to bring a community together, but he was being honest about it. And the more honest you are, the more everyone wants to say you're wrong.
Let's really talk about that, though, because why can't people handle honesty and take rejection? Why is being wrong so bad, and why is being corrected such an issue? Because even when I went on the reunion show, I was told that my correction was corny. And all I could think to myself is, what exactly is corny about my preference and how I would like to be approached as a woman, instead of you viewing it as something corny just because you can't uphold yourself to that level. So that's, I don't know.
There's multiple responses to that.
Okay.
One, as a woman, the majority of her life, she's never told she's wrong unless she has a father or brothers in her life. Okay? And even then, when she goes out in the world, there's so many dudes that's just trying to hit it that they will say everything and give her this thought process that she can do no wrong. So because she can do no wrong, when someone finally comes and says, no, that's not right, because for years of many people, that one person comes along and tells you, like, you're not shit, that's a hard pill to swallow. In a man's world, for the most part, because Kevin Samuels never blew up when for 6 years he was doing it all for men and telling them they wasn't shit and no, get your money up and no, you got to do that. No one cared about him. Mm-hmm. Why? Because we criticize each other like that on a regular basis. Like, when people think of the broke college kid, they don't think of the broke girl. They think of the guy. When people think about the broke nigga, it's never the female. It's always the him.
Well, I mean, you said broke nigga, so yeah. I mean, we
okay,
say broke bitch for the,
Yeah, but most, like, that's the thing. You'll say broke bitch. Most guys are not like, she's a broke bitch. We don't talk like that.
No, but y'all do. That's where we learned it from.
Again, the men that call a female broke usually mean he's broke. He can't get nothing out of her.
Well, we're talking about the bitch part, not the broke part.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that too. I love it when you call me bitch. I love it when you call me bitch.
Never.
That's Tupac. Yeah. He started that shit.
Oh, but he's funny. He also started the Rather Be.
Yeah.
he was the number one man that created the sneaky link. He was the number one person who created the situationship.
So as we get, like, to where we're at today, correcting for the most part has disappeared. Like, even today, there's so much stuff that I can't even say without, I would automatically be canceled. YouTube will cancel me. Kick will cancel me. Twitch will cancel me.
Yeah.
I would still be able to go on X and Rumble. Facebook would even cancel me.
Yeah. That's why they won't bring back the Boondocks. I'm kind of upset about
Yeah.
it.
Like there's so many things that if I say them, and literally it's just things that are the truth, they're canceled. We can't tell the truth. How many people are out here sensitive as hell? Sensitive as hell. Like you can't say nothing to them, and the thing is, you're just telling them the truth. Yeah. If you tell people the truth about themselves,
they really
you're
don't like
an asshole.
hearing it. And here's the thing, like I get called a bitch a lot, but here's the thing, like I just don't tell people certain things unless they ask. Don't ask if you don't want me to be honest or tell you the truth. Like, come on, like I'm gonna be blunt. It's gonna hit a sore spot, but we gonna get through it together. That's it. Like, it's okay. I get called a bitch all the time. And it's not because, because I'm blunt and all that, but there's still a way to be blunt and be nice about it. And that's just something that I'm learning.
See, here's the thing. Blunt and nice can never go together.
And see, I tried explaining that to someone today and they told me no. So again, let's have this conversation because I thought maybe I was having a learning moment. I thought maybe No, it wasn't. I thought maybe it was a learning curve because I had.
If you do some fucked up shit and I say fuck you, how do I say that in a nice way?
Depends what the situation is. Give me an example. I'll do it.
I don't know. You did some fucked up shit, so tell me fuck you in a nice way. Thank you. The fact that you're taking that long to think
because
about
I have it. No, I have it because I actually did this. I said, you're not a bad person. You just make bad decisions. You just don't have the emotional capacity to be with somebody like me, and that's okay. And that was me.
The fact that you said all of that shit, like, you lost me. Which,
I know, but it's a nice way.
No, but here's the bad part about it. Does someone learn a lesson from being told it nicely, or does the fuck you sit with you?
Well, no, because I feel like the way I explained it was like, hey, you're just not emotionally, like, available enough for me. So maybe fix that and not necessarily come back to me, but be better for the next female.
No, see, that's that PC shit. You want to be condescending at the same time that you're being...
But it's not, though, because at the end of the day, again...
Yes, it's
I would
the
like
truth,
to be approached
but
a
it's
certain
in
way.
a condescending manner, which most people don't get.
Okay, but why is it kind of? I guess it is condescending when you're just being nice about it because at the end of the day, it's not being what you want. It's not really what you want to say.
Because you want to say fuck you.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
and the fuck you stings.
It does. People do
fuck
not like
you
when I
and
talk to
walk
them a certain
away.
way. Yeah, see, and I do that a lot, and people don't like it.
Thank you.
That's
you know how many times I'm called an asshole? I love it. You know what that means?
I love that you're an
I'm
asshole.
I'm staying true to me. I'm not being fake. I'm not going to tell you what the fuck you want to hear.
Yeah, no, I'll never do that.
I want a man that tells me the truth. Great. You're about to be in a relationship. You're not going to be the only one. But why? Oh, I can tell you why. You really want to know? Yes, I want to know it all. Give him the truth. I can't. No. That's why I gave you the option.
I just think both genders need to be okay with taking criticism, constructive criticism, and be okay with rejection, and be okay with being wrong.
Half the shit, I love to educate people, and education within itself starts within the history. But the moment that you start talking about history and statistics, people get lost. They tune out. But that's the truth of the actual fact. Mm-hmm. If you aren't willing to hear the facts that make what is being said true, don't ask the question.
Yeah. And that's why I say, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Like, there's plenty, and there's also conversations
but that goes back to the prize thing. The reason for the prize, like I was giving the facts of why over the entire history, the man has been considered the prize. Today... You
said should have been, not considered.
Well, today... They should be. In the past, they were. The reason they aren't today is because they've given up their masculinity as a whole. So, like, I don't need to convince someone of why why men are the prize, because history has showed why they're the prize, but current modern day times do not reflect that. Which is why that question can become an argument. And the reason the question can become an argument is because right now there's no clear-cut winner. Women are now doing the exact same things as men. But I had a nice young lady on Facebook last week tell me how black women are outdoing men left and right until I sent her a Census Bureau statistic for 2023 that showed that black men are still outdoing women by 8%.
Yeah, I don't understand that one at all.
But there are so many arguments that are being made, and the thing with me is I'm never going to argue with you. I'm going to literally send you a statistical, factual answer. Mm-hmm. And then I'm told I'm an asshole, I'm a dick, or they just shut up. Mm-hmm. It's just facts. And I don't open my mouth for something I don't understand or I can't speak on. Mm-hmm. I would rather educate myself and say, we'll come back to this. I don't sit here and have a podcast because I'm a dumbass. I sit here and have a podcast because I have no problem taking 5, 6, 7 hours out of my entire day, night, making sure I don't even fucking sleep because I want to learn something because I know what my next podcast is going to be about. When I was doing the whole boys club and ladies night thing, even just all them fucking questions that I had to ask, I had to research my own podcast, research my own chat, and then research men and women and the things that actually matter to us today in order to ask those questions, in order to even get you guys to like open up and have those, because those are very deep, thought-provoking questions.
No, they are. And I like them.
It created amazing conversations, but it went over so many people's heads.
Again, the listening to respond and not understand.
And in order for me to refute someone's argument, means that I have to actually listen, because I don't attack people. I attack the argument. And I always know when someone has nothing to say or they don't have a viable thought process, because the first thing they then go to do is to attack the person. Oh, well, you ain't shit. You're broke this, da, 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 da. Oh, okay. You don't even know me.
That's another thing. Why do we do that? Why do men and women do that?
They can't attack the argument, so they attack the person. Yeah, they try to say something that's going to hurt you because they don't have a logical answer.
I just think that's so weird. Like, I just opt out of conversations. I'm like, look, I just don't have the knowledge on this to even respond. Like, someone just let you have it. And I feel like that should be okay to say, like, just because you don't have the knowledge on it doesn't mean that person's right or you're wrong. But it just means that
you also have to understand, and I have this, and I say this to so many people, you can't expect other people to be you.
No.
See, you have the knowledge of self-awareness that so many other people don't, especially for your age. You're still young as fuck, but you have self-awareness. Other people don't have self-awareness. Even I have self-awareness.
But even I think that's weird, though. For someone, like, for me being my age, like, I'm 27, and I feel like I should be at a certain point in life, and I'm not, and it, like, fucks with me a little bit.
Well, here's the problem. You can never say where you're supposed to be at, especially you've moved.
Okay,
you've
no, I understand that. Like, but what I'm saying is like, it blows my mind that, like, in general, the mass majority don't have that same thought process. Like, don't get me wrong, I love being different, but then it's different when you're different in an intellectual sense, because you can't have, like how you said, you can't continue to have deep conversations like these with the mass majority. It's going to be only certain people. And so the mass majority that you do talk to, it's going to be one of those situations where, again, you're being either insulted, going to have to dead the conversation because they won't, or it's just going to end in a fighting match. Like, I'll just never understand. I just opt out of conversations. I just wish more people would do that. It's okay to not have the knowledge on something, go do research on it, and come back to a conversation, guys. It's totally okay, I promise.
See, but you know what you just told them to do?
Oh my God, research? If y'all don't get y'all lazy asses.
Go do the work. How many people are willing to do the work? Let's be real. Even we just went over the statistic earlier, but how many women are willing to do, like, just self-love? You love yourself enough not to allow yourself to get out of shape.
Yeah.
Like, so many people run around here and say, oh, I love myself. No, you don't.
Yeah, I won't even.
Because you will drink, drug, and overeat on a regular basis. But you expect someone else to love you more than you love yourself.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like I'm not loving myself completely because I smoke and drink every now and again. And
Smoking isn't hurting you. Now, drinking is. It's the fastest way to kill your gains.
I know. That's why I'm not. You know what's crazy? I'm not really a liquor person. I'm a beer person.
That's the worst.
But here's the thing. Like I said, I barely drink it. When I do, it's Angry Orchard. So, and I only have like 1, 2, 3 drinks, and then I'm done. So I have a 3-drink limit. I'm a lightweight. I'm a baby.
You're a baby size. What are you talking? 4'8".
Okay, but let's just say like that wasn't my limit before, but it's my limit now. So we grew, we got better. We grew, we became better. You know, young and dumb, you learn. But yeah.
Yeah, that.
Luckily, I only needed a year of that. It's crazy to me that how some people can be in the same spot for like 4 or 5 years. It blows my mind. Like, y'all don't get tired of the same thing every day. Like, y'all get 365 days of a year to do the same shit every day, and you did that for 4 years. Like, you did that times 4, and you're not tired or bored or concerned about yourself, not even a little bit. Blows
Again,
my mind.
We live in a world where people can become very complacent because you have a lot of people lying to you and telling you that everything is okay.
Ooh.
And everything that you do is perfect.
Hit it. Because I just had this conversation too. I was like, my biggest complaint with anybody right now is the trauma that they went through and the trauma that they put other people through. It's okay. No, it's not okay. That's why it's trauma. Stop saying it's okay. It's not okay.
But it's like promiscuous women. Promiscuous women really don't understand that you are creating trauma within your own self.
That goes for men and women though, because you're connecting your body to somebody that you really should have no business connecting
Well,
your
because
body
men
to.
give and women receive, you actually are connecting yourselves. Like, if I come in you, it literally is like soaked into your bones. You don't put anything in my body. I don't soak up anything of you.
I mean, y'all do if you be eating.
Huh? It was what?
Y'all do if you be eating.
What the hell?
Y'all be swallowing them juices real quick.
Eating the cookie versus.
I'm just saying, you're still absorbing something. You can't say you're not absorbing this when y'all
Okay,
are.
but not all men eat the cookie.
Which is so sad. I feel so bad for them. Y'all are missing out on an amazing experience.
Let them live their lives.
I just feel so bad for them. I feel bad for the women that don't give head either. Head is just great for everybody and everyone.
Now you're trying to take it to a Freaky Friday on a Sunday.
No. I'm just saying, like, in general, though, relationships are about equal give and take. I mean, makes no sense for a man to keep asking for it, but he not giving it. Like, nah, G, he not getting it.
Freak ass.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, better watch out. She's got handcuffs and shit.
Can you not? Chill. Not a lot of people seen that episode.
Where did the name Roma come from?
Roma?
Yeah.
You want to be honest?
Yeah.
So, my name?
Well, I figured that shit. Rizoma, Roma.
Yeah, Roma.
But
no, so basically the whole point of where I got that from is anytime someone speaks about a smell they really enjoy or really like or adore, exactly, an aroma. And so it got to the point where when I would smell certain fragrances and things like that, I told myself, I'm like, does this feel like an aroma type, or is it just like, oh, I like this, or is it more like this is more alcohol type? Like, that's how I started, like, my thought process. And then so when I started coming up with the names for it, I had different names. Like, I had different, like, French style names, all different types of things. And it got to a point where I was like, this isn't a seasonal perfume. This isn't, like, you can wear this anywhere and everywhere. It's light and airy. It's going to catch people's attention everywhere you go. So I just told myself, Rome, but I also like aroma. So basically my name and aroma is where it came from, in the word Rome. And that's also where the little slogan came from too,
So are you going to come out with like other fragrances with other
I do
Fragrant
plan
tea
on
names.
it. Depending on how good this one goes, I am currently looking into a lavender smell, as I mentioned before.
Okay, well, false. It doesn't depend on how this goes. You just have to keep
Well,
pushing.
hold on.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
plan on
gonna
keeping
let
pushing,
you.
but what I'm saying is
Not
like
gonna
depending.
let you just.
Okay. I understand. But what I'm saying is depending on how everything turns out, some things may take longer than others, but I am working on a lavender smell currently, as I mentioned before, and I do want to start looking into more of the men's side because I did want to launch out a Valentine's Day bundle where you could get Roma and also a men's cologne for the same price. So basically, 2 for 1.
Plan
Hello.
on doing any lotions?
I haven't decided yet. I really thought about it because one of my friends actually mentioned it to me, asking me if I was gonna
Jasmine just said so. We was just talking about that.
I was just about to say I was talking to my friend Jess about it. Hey, girl. But yeah, no, I was really just talking to my friend Jess about that, and so it's something that I'm actually gonna get into because I mean, again, I don't want to put too much on my plate. It's one of those new things for me, and so I want to do one thing one step at a time. And so right now it's fragrances. Got one out. I want to get a second one out, one for males, and then I want to start doing the matching lotions with the perfumes and also the colognes, because at that time, not hopefully, there will be 2 perfumes and 2 colognes.
Okay, so I need you to start talking like that. Not hopefully. You're gonna do this.
I am gonna do this.
If you ever get down and out or in the dumps, I know you have my damn number, motherfucker. So you need
right.
you need a push or
Again,
whatever.
I have the right people around me, as y'all can see. Like it took about 2 years, but I got the people around me that full support, full of love, and keep me on my tail. Thank you, John. Sorry, Mr. Go Get 'em.
I don't know who the hell you was calling to.
If you want to say
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you, Jazz. I love you.
So
You're the best.
I would say if I were going to do it before you came out with the men's, I'd say come out with the lotion.
Really, you think I should do a lotion before the men's
Yep.
cologne?
Yep.
Are you sure? Because I've had a
positive.
lot of men
What do
asking me
people
when I'm
need
gonna come
every
out.
single day? What do most women walk around with a wedge of what in their purse?
Usually perfume and lotion, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well listen, I'm baby steps. We getting there.
If you can get a lotion, if you can get somebody that can do a lotion, and it adds your scent to it, like hands down, lotions will go over so much easier, so much faster, and they should fly off your shelves. And then yes, then you can do something for the men, because this is the thing again. Men tend to buy more perfume for women than women will buy perfume for themselves. So you're already getting the men's dynamic. Women usually buy perfume for men, and then men, if we do buy cologne, like as a man who is avid, usually there's literally Invictus or not Invictus. I can't even think about it right now. But I usually have cologne even sitting here on my desk. Like I'm positive this is one of few times you've ever been around me where I didn't smell like something.
That's actually very true.
I always wear cologne.
This man's smell takes up a full room. I'd be like,
I wear expensive cologne.
Mr. Go Get 'em is here.
I wear good, expensive cologne. I don't even put a lot on.
No, you don't. I've seen it. Maybe like 2, 3 sprays, not even.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
That's how I feel about my perfume. I only spray 3 times. I'll be like.
So, and as a man, well, we're always gonna go with like the things that we know. So we have to be sold on what you give to us, and we have to also know like that it's a panty dropper, because that's what we think about. Is it a panty dropper? Yeah, it's a panty dropper. And that's what we do. Like literally, I can go to any of the cologne stores.
Listen, that's
and I ask, like, what's your top seller? And then I'll go to the cute lady at the perfume store. And I go, okay, if you were going to buy your man one of these three, which one would you buy? And why? And that's the big dictator. And I'm going to say, yeah, we'll have that conversation too, because you should definitely be talking to like Perfume Mania in the stores, in the like Tempe Mall, things like that. We can get you in store quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is it. All you need is we gotta talk. I don't know what your packaging looks like. I'm so mad you didn't bring this shit.
I know. I'm so sorry. Oh, listen, it was. I've been up since 6 a.m. Okay, and you see, it's almost 10:30. I tried so hard for y'all. I really did. I really tried to keep my life together.
I'm so upset with you for not bringing Roma.
I know. I'm upset with me too, guys. I failed. We didn't even go on the website. You said you were gonna pull it up.
Did I? Hold up.
That's crazy.
Don't be calling me crazy, motherfucker.
Well, how could I? Doesn't it take a crazy mofo to call another crazy mofo? Doesn't that mean I'm crazy?
I am
Just a
not
little bit.
crazy.
Just a little bit.
There you is.
Hi. Why do you keep going back and forth like that?
Okay. What's the website again?
It's called royalperfume.myshopify.com. Oh, wait. Royal Perfume.
Royal Perfume 14.
Yeah, Royal Perfume 14. Sorry, guys.
I know your shit better than you.
Don't start with me right now, okay?
Motherfucker.
Again, it's been a long day.
All my days are long. Welcome to the world of entrepreneurship.
Hey, I'm gonna learn as I go. I'm only get better from here. Only gonna grow and get better.
Royal Perfume 14 / my Shopify.
No, dot my Shopify, not slash. Dot my Shopify.
Oh, my bad.
That's crazy. You see the Instagram?
Royal Perfume 14 .my Shopify.
.com? You forgot to put .com? That's insane.
I mean, usually it pulls it up automatically. It didn't do it. So that's the next thing we got to do, too.
Why don't you just put it in the URL?
Well, it should have did that because it was in the URL.
No, you typed it in Google. Yeah, it's so pretty. So you guys can find the link in my bio on Instagram. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. So it mentions the pre-order.
Why
Yeah,
does it look like a sex toy?
Shut
when I
up,
saw
fool. No,
that
it does
initially,
not.
It did actually when I first saw it.
No, it did not. Stop. My
No,
photographer
this
did
is-
great.
This is actually looks good. You did a good job.
Thank you.
So make sure you go get your bottles. You see, it is $25. It is $25. Do not be cheap. Go get you a bottle.
Yes, please do. Come get your bottle.
All right, Rizzo.
Are we out of here? 2.5 hours later?
Yep. I'm going to set you free to,
I know, we could
to
talk
go
all day,
and
huh?
roam the world.
Oh, I'm not going home. I'm going to Barsmith.
That's what I said, roam the world. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to find her, here's exactly where she is at. Her link is right here, okay? Go ahead and add to her followers.
Yes, 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 yes.
Pre-order is right here. Go ahead and click on the link. Rizzo, you know I always appreciate you.
Oh, you know, I always appreciate and love you too. Oh, stop it. Oh my goodness. So in that case, guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Sunday Night Live right here on No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, aka Mr. Go Get 'em. And y'all can catch me back here on Friday night for Freaky Motherfucker.